207.80 up. Let's go really low on this one just to give you some room. 207.2. Okay. But if you look at the trend, right, of what's been happening with NVIDIA, if you take your overall trend, it's been to the upside, leading up to, I always talk about this, always leads up to earnings, but typically it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So you've got to be extremely careful. Yeah, see, and that though is exactly why I like for traders to use Apple, right? Because it isn't that much volatility. You know what I mean? You could have 100 contracts at Apple, but it moved a penny. There's $100. You have 100 contracts at NVIDIA and it moves like that, right? That's 5,000. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's make it rain.
Join American Dream Trading's live trading weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Welcome to the Aftermarket. American Dream Trading. You have entered the Aftermarket. AmericanDreamTrading.com. Welcome. You are now in the Aftermarket. Welcome, everybody, to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. We've already got a guest up here, James L. What's up, James L? How are you, bro?
Doing good. How you, Miss Dawn?
I'm good. I'm happy. It was a green day. It was a green
Yes,
day.
ma'am.
How about you?
Oh, yes.
Sweet.
Yeah, I wasn't very talkative in the pre-market this morning, but I did your waiting in the weeds on that MLGO.
Okay.
Made a few dollars.
You made how much?
I made a few dollars.
Okay,
I think
cool.
like $20.
Okay. Hey, listen.
But then I caught the IWM on the pullback, and it bounced off the 200. Made $150 up to where it topped out. So.
Oh, nice.
Or 120. Sorry, $120.
Nice. That's about what I made on it on the way up. I said 100, but I think it was like 105 or 100 to something like that, a little bit over. And then made 100 on the way down with the puts. I'm like, man, this thing. And then it got really choppy after that, which is the topic of today's conversation. Don't force trades, because I found myself wanting to find a trade in IWM from midday on, and it's like I'm searching. I'm like, okay, that's probably a good entry point. Let's go ahead and get in there, and then it would pull back and go into a different direction. And then I had the channels marked out. It would break a channel and then still go back into it. It would retrace way back into the channel. So even a channel breakout was a little bit suspect today. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I didn't get to play the downside. I had to call it an early day. Had some things with my son to go take care of.
Okay.
But,
well, that's good, because you would have been frustrated. It would have been a day where it was the kind of day that made you want to overtrade, because you kept looking for this golden, one-way situation that's been happening the past couple of days. And I'm here to remind you guys, don't expect that every day. What happened yesterday, the past couple days with IWM is awesome, but remember, it happened with Apple for a couple of days back to back. It happened with Tesla, and then Nvidia, it stops at some point. It has these stocks have a shelf life of a run like that, a shelf life of a couple of days tops. All right, 2, 3, 4 days maybe, but it's not going to do that for a full week consistently and not have a correction day, some type of pullback day, some type of day where it just chops you up. So don't give money back.
The other upside to that is with my Nvidia and Tesla shares, the way they pulled. I think by the end of the day, it ended up down like $60. So I'm still up 90 for a green day.
Sweet.
And I got another share of Nvidia.
Ah, there you go. Did you get another share of Tesla too? I'm on you about the Tesla thing.
No. My average cost on Tesla is way down there. So
I don't blame you. You don't want to mess that up.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I don't know the math well enough to figure out that if I bought another share or two now at its price, what that's going to bring my price up to.
It's probably not going to affect it that much, but if you're way down there, it could. So
yeah, I'm down at like $140.
Oh yeah.
So
$100, that's going to definitely change it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll probably bring it up by like $50, I think, something like that. So yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, so I'm good just letting those two little shares ride.
Yep. But yeah, man. Well, that's good. And yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I was laughing. DJ Vinny, I was talking to him earlier. We were looking at IWM, and I was listening to him call out levels. And I'm like, Vinny, don't chase this thing, man. You know what I mean? It's like I know he's capable of scalping it. I know. But I'm like, don't chase it because it is chop suey. You know what I mean? And we tend to want to force trades when it's not doing what we think it should be doing. So for new people that are down there, when you see it in chop like that, learn how to create the channel, which means when you see it zigzagging, figure out where it's topping out at. It should be pretty much the same every time. It should top out at a certain level and then mark that, drop a line in there. It goes down to a level and mark that, put a line in and identify the channel. David teaches this a lot on Saturday mornings. If you're in the VIP Gold, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. But if it just draw the channel out, if it breaks to the downside, that's wait for a break and hold, which is a nice long candle through that bottom level, or a long candle with a backup confirmation candle. All right. Then get into a put. If the opposite happens on the upside, then break and hold. Then you want to get into the call. You know what I mean? But do not wait. Do not do it before it breaks that channel. Don't force a trade. And even then, give it a couple of candlesticks. Don't rush into it when it's already choppy, because that means you never know. It could, retrace back into the channel and go right back into that channel. I've seen it happen where it's almost like a false breakout. So, yeah.
And if the channel's too tight for your comfort or your skill set, don't, or paper trade it.
Yes.
Don't use real money.
There you go. Very good
Just
advice.
wait on it to break and hold one direction or the other. It will eventually.
Yep. And if it doesn't,
talking about patience.
It's okay to not trade too. We don't have to trade every day. If you've made your money in the morning and you're just on that more FOMO thing, let that go. Learn to control that, because that's the type of thing that'll make you lose money. Okay, be happy with what you got and don't force a trade, especially when it gets choppy. Okay, because it's very hard to trade chop, especially when you're brand new. Experienced people have a hard time trading chop. So you'll hear Nate say all the time, he stays away from chop and waits for it to pick a definitive direction before he even bothers entering the trade. So Coach, same way. You'll hear Coach, wait until it breaks the level of this or that before you get into it. Don't force a trade. You will end up over trading. All right.
And that VIP Gold.
Yes.
OMG. I've been going back and trying to catch up and watching the Saturdays. training that
Okay.
I missed
Yeah.
with David,
Yep.
and so much more clarity on things. It's funny too because it's, the majority
That's
of it
why
is the
you
same
haven't
stuff
been
that
there
I've
long.
heard. No, the majority of the stuff is the same things that I've heard coach say. I can't tell you how many times, and I know I've heard him say it, but being able to watch it in the video
Yeah.
and with David and the way he goes through it and being able to pause it and rewind it and pause it and rewind it and over and oh wow, just wow.
It's awesome, right?
Oh yeah, so totally worth it.
Let's see. IWM. Yeah, IWM. Isn't it funny, James, how we've been kind of trading this thing all along? And it's kind of getting some serious play now. Nate's doing it. Everybody's trading it or wanting to trade it.
Oh yeah.
And Vinny turned us on to it months back.
Let's
And
say
we've been
big props to Uncle Vinny.
Yep. Let me go ahead and pause.
But now it got choppy there for a
Yeah.
couple of weeks. It was just, I quit watching it after a couple of days of it doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it would spend 20 minutes in one channel and then it would drop and it'd spend 30 minutes in another channel and then it would pop and it would spend 15 minutes in that channel. And what?
I'm going to go ahead and put it on a 2-minute for the purposes of this discussion. But I had it on the 1 minute because I scalp. So I keep it on the 1 minute. Yes, 2 minutes. Okay. All right. So here was the pre-market.
Now, see that right there? That's the first thing that I've seen that something coach has gone over quite a bit in the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It was trending down the entire pre-market.
Yes.
Well, what do they tend to do?
Yep.
They'll have a little bit of a pop. How much? How far? How long? Who knows? But
Exactly.
so
Well,
and
and in a
vice
way,
versa.
you can kind of gauge how long by just going to the left a little bit and seeing if there's a double top
Little top or yeah.
that you're going to see here, right? And there's pre-market high, which is right here. So I put a line here this morning and a line down here, right? Pre-market low, pre-market high. I had it all marked out before the bell hit. So I said, all right, here's the deal. If it goes below, if it drops down below pre-market low, that means it's most likely going to continue to the downside and we're going to have a down day. Which the reason why I thought that, James, is because look at this, man. It's been up so much. It's
Yes.
just been up, 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 up. So normally, yeah, we would expect it to rise at the open, but I thought it's possible this thing could drop all day today because it's been up so much. So, and it was right up to the bell droppage, right? And I'm like, okay, let's get this marked out. If it drops and breaks and holds below down in this region, then yeah, let's go ahead and do that because look, you've got all this data down here. So I'm like, yeah, we could definitely drop below there. But if it doesn't, I'll be looking at the pre-market high, which was right here, right? And if it breaks that, then I'll go ahead and get in it. But I mean, I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. I did. I got in. Hold on. I should have already had this figure, but Apple. Buy IWM call. Da da da. All right, I bought that at. No, that's not it. Today's 17th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I was shedding like crazy. There's so many things here. Okay, here it is. All right, so I got in it with 50 contracts at 937. All right, so that's roughly right here. That's right in this area here. Because see, here's what happened. It did start to go up right at the open. So that was my thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is going up. When I saw this 4 candles here, and I waited because it pulled back right here. See that wick?
Right. That right there, that's where I got in
Yeah.
after that pullback.
Yep, it pulled back right there. And I thought, okay, there it is. It's the fake out. It's going to go down and stay down. But it didn't. It reformed this candle. Then it formed another one. Then I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to miss this run. It looks like it wants to go ahead and do what it's supposed to do. And that is go up. So I got in it. And right here, I got a little nervous because I was like, shit, here is the pre-market. Here's one of the levels that was at the pre-market, right? Which is right here. I put a line here because it consolidated a lot. It wasn't pre-market high, but it consolidated a lot right in this area. So, and you'll notice I'm very broad strokes. I don't give you exact numbers. I could go over there and look, but again, that's detail and it's going to take me time to do that. I just put the lines where I see the consolidation. I keep it simple. You know what I mean? So, and if I'm Eric Smoto, I can call out those exact numbers to you. I'm doing the exact same thing he's doing. I'm just not jotting down the number. I'm looking at the line. You know what I mean? And if I want to erase this, then I'll write it down so I can remember where it was, right? But I got in here and went on ahead and rode this. I stayed in this. I'm like, you know what? No, it's got too much momentum. I'm going to see what happens. Okay, right here we got the doji and then another engulfing candle in front of the doji, and then it continued up and through here. And I'm like, yes. Okay, cool. Up here at the top is where I shed half of those contracts. I shed 25 contracts right here. Right? Or wait a minute. No. Okay. No. I shed 25 contracts right here. Yeah, because I got in here. I shed 25 contracts here because I'm like, wait a minute. I had 50 contracts. I kept shedding. What I did was, as it was going up, took a page out of Eric Smoto's book. As it was going up, James, I shed another, what was it, 10? Yeah, I shed another 10 right here, right? Then, as it was coming up here, I shed another 5. And I left 10 contracts in there up here, right? When this started happening, I shed 5 more, right? When it got down here, I shed the last 5. So that's how I ended up with the 100. It could have been more, but you know, if I had just gotten all out, because I was up like $200-300, if I had gotten all out, then I would have made more money. But I want to practice shedding. I think that's an invaluable tool. It helped me to recognize that, hey, after like the third shed, I already had my money plus $100, like $95, I think it was. So I was in a free trade. I could have stayed in this the rest of the day. It wouldn't have mattered. So learn the shedding technique, because whether you shed on the way up or on the way down, take some green, but don't get all the way out. All right. Even when you're scalping, and I know Nate says get out, and I agree with that. When you see that wick like up here, I completely agree. Get the hell out of it if that's what you want to do. But if you shed That's your way of staying in and keeping some of the green at the same time. It's like having your cake and eating it too. It's glorious. Okay. So you want to learn how to do the shedding technique. And once again, got in with 50. Not saying you guys need to go that heavy. You might want to go in with 5 and then shed 1 here or 2 here, and then shed 1 more as it goes up, shed another one, shed when it starts to come down. And that way you've taken a lot of the profit and you've still got a runner or 2 in there just in case this thing happens to blast off and take off to the moon. That way you can say, listen, I took my money. I was trading risk-free because I had already had my profit plus what I paid for it already done by the time this stuff started happening. You feel me? Much easier trade. Much easier trade.
Well, see, and I only started out with 5 contracts. Well, I only had 5 contracts, but the dotted line you have on there, is that the 200 or what is
this here?
Yes.
That's the 9. That's my 9.
The 9?
Yep. I dotted it. So
well, maybe it's the time difference of being on the 1 minute from the 2 minute, but I'm pretty sure it was the 200 that with that first pullback.
Yeah.
Went right to the 200 on the 1 minute, and that's where I had set my stop just below that.
Gotcha.
So when it bounced off of that, I thought about adding more in.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I just, I'll just let the 5 go.
Right.
And then about halfway up that last green candle, it was getting about time for me to go anyway. So I just went ahead and sold them before it even started pulling back.
Well, and good deal, because look what it did. I mean, that was good that you did that, because that turned out to be the pullback of all pullbacks. It was a reversal. It wasn't even a pullback.
Right.
It was a full reversal. So, yeah. But this is my 9. The white line is the 21, and the blue line here is the 55. So, and even though it's at the top here, when it's above the 9, normally I don't get out, because that means it's still bullish, way bullish if it's still above the 9. But with all of this going on, there was no need to stay in there. It started breaking the 9, then it started breaking the 21. There's no need to sit in it and continuously lose money. It's obviously on a downtrend here. You don't need a brick wall falling on you. Get the hell out when you start seeing all this cascading like that. And another thing, there's no green in there stopping it.
Yeah, and that gamma and that one large drop there, that would have killed a lot of your profit.
Yes. So why hang out for that? Look at the L2. What is the L2 telling you? The L2 probably had sell orders all through there, just letting you know, yeah, this thing is done. And it probably had a lot of buy orders way down here somewhere. So that was also dragging it down. Buyers drag this thing down because remember, they want to pay low. So they pile in limit share buys down in a lower bracket so that the stock drops. All right.
It's funny you say that again, because that is not a concept I ever thought of until you mentioned it a couple weeks ago. I never thought of it that way.
Yep. That's exactly what happens. It took me a bunch of screen time to figure that shit out, James, because I kept going crazy wondering why the green side was popping off, but the stock was going down. It didn't make sense to me. And once Nate explained how the L2 worked, that's when I realized, okay, I see what's happening. A lot of times we joke about it in the morning. Yeah, let's keep climbing. I'm like, no, drop. Come on down here where I'm at, because I want to pay for you in the weeds. Come on down. That is buyers dragging that thing down there, getting in at a lower level in the weeds, and they will pile in limit orders to bring it down like that. We call it the phantom traders. A lot of them will get in there with 20,000 shares or a large amount of shares just to bring that thing down. But once it picks up, once they buy, once those orders are filled, that's when it shoots up.
Right.
And those buyers now become sellers. and they want to sell it at a higher price. So now they're on the other side of the L2 trying to sell it for more money, bringing the algorithm up to where they want to sell it. So yeah, red on the L2 doesn't always mean going down. It usually means it's coming up. It's rising.
And you know, something else that was mind-boggling to me to sit there and watch.
What?
This is the first time I can remember. I'm sure it's probably happened before, but first time I've been focused enough to see it happen. That when I bought those contracts, I was one out of the money, or I was at the money, one out.
Nice. That's good.
Right?
That's good.
So it was red for maybe 10 seconds. And then it went to one in the money.
Right.
And then it went to two in the money. And the profit just started stacking and stacking and stacking.
Yeah.
And it pulled back and it was back to just being one in the money. And then it went two in the money. And it was like, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. I get that now.
A lot better, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
It's a lot better. It's a lot better than going way out of the money and spinning your wheels, because no matter what, like when pullbacks happen, I had one last week that happened, and I'm like, it did one of these numbers where it pulled way down, like to VWAP, dude, VWAP, and I was still in the money. And I'm like, damn, if I had gone out of the money, I'd be in the red right now.
Well, and that was part of it too. When I picked that,
yeah,
I looked down a few spots out of the money, and there was no open interest.
Yeah,
it was like just the first spot out of the money and the second spot out of the money were the only two that had any open interest.
Right.
Now, I don't know if it was just a Weeble glitch or if there just wasn't any open interest. But all it had on my screen was just the dots. Like, well, I'm not buying that.
Right. Well, that's because a lot of the smarter traders have figured out that when you go way out, you're just spinning your wheels, and so they're not interested in that. They want to make some money as quickly as possible, and the way to do that is to be at the money.
Right.
So coach is absolutely right. That's how he trained us. I tried to be a cheapskate and go way out of the money and do it my own way, and I ended up losing more often than not. Sometimes I would have a couple of gains, but it wasn't that much. And for the time that oh God, you're sitting in a trade all day, to Nate's point, to make a lousy $100. Now, it's a decent day. Okay, I'm not shitting on $100, but to sit in there for what, 3, 4, 5 hours and just make $100, that is a waste of time, valuable time. Okay, if you're brand new,
especially given now that you've seen you can do it in 5 minutes.
Yes. So if you're brand new and you don't have a choice, yeah, I get that. Been there, done that. Okay, I can only afford to go out of the money a little bit if I want to get. Okay, I get it. But maybe you should be looking at a smaller cap stock so that you can get in the money, because trust me, it's a much easier trade. Isn't it, James?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Much easier trade.
And that's something I've reflected on too. And, when Vinny first started talking about IWM and Ted was talking about it, and, even Ted said that, it's the Russell. Mm-hmm. It's a good ETF. It's not doing so hot now, but it will have its day.
Right.
And
I remember that. Exactly.
That stuck with me.
Yeah. I remember when he said that. Tesla got choppy as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing just went sideways at the end of this. Still going sideways. Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was a pretty much of a down day for Tesla. Tesla really didn't do a whole hell of a lot. I remember when we were listening to Chris D talk about these puts, and he talked us through a lot of this afternoon up in here. And, anybody that got excited about this move, look, I mean, that was short-lived. I mean, you couldn't gain any momentum on any type of contracts if you had them in here. You just would have gotten eaten up unless you were scalping like moment to moment. What else?
Yeah, no, I've already decided with Tesla, unless Coach is focused on it, and I can listen to his voice, and he starts saying there's a 4-star, there's a 5-star.
Yep.
I'm not even. I'm just going to let my 2 little shares do their thing, and I'm not jacking with Tesla no more.
AMD, however, had a pretty decent down day. It got choppy in his. See, this is the type of stuff right here that eats up contracts. Instead of having this cloud be a nice thick cloud all through here, it kept dipping up into the 55. It kept smacking it. You know what I mean?
Oh
Kept
yeah.
going, blowing through the 21 and smacking the 55. Blowing through the 21, smacked the 55. But it never broke the 55. It did here briefly, but then it came right back down. And the entire time, it stayed under VWAP and the 200. Don't forget, that's your hugest indicators. That's the one that everybody puts weight on is VWAP. And as long as it's staying below VWAP, you were golden if you were in a 2-minute EWO on this. Even with this choppy area, you were golden if you got in here in the 2-minute EWO, which started right here, right, pretty much right at the bell. But that's
you wouldn't have been worried about all that.
Nope. That wouldn't have affected you. You would have been so green right here, none of this would have mattered. Especially with this drop right here, all in here. Oh yeah, if you were able to get in on this from here, yeah, you were golden here, dude. And the fact that it's still in a downtrend, even if it chopped, you're still making money in puts. That's why puts are more expensive. You make money when it chops and goes down. Or sideways, rather, and goes down. And it stayed down. So either way you look at it, you were still golden. You were still down. Yeah, but what else? Was anything else running? What did SPY do today? Let's take a look at SPY real quick. Do you play SPY? You dabble with it every now and then, don't you?
Every once in a while, when it picks a clear and obvious direction,
which it did not.
Yeah.
It was
and
down.
if I do, it's generally 1 or 2. I'm really trying to push myself away from contracts and get back into strictly shares.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you because I'm doing a lot of shares myself now, not as much contracts. 1 or 2 trades with contracts, but it's not all about the contract now. And I love that. Yeah, SPY was down all morning in the pre-market, and then here it shot up a little bit at the opening, but then it just went down. But it was a choppy down, and then it just not consolidated, but it just chopped up the rest of the afternoon. Chop, chop, chop. These are decent channels, though, if you are a channel trader. It's not that tight of a channel. These are actually some good ebb and flows through here. So if you've got the account size and you can make some money on a small run like that, up and down, have at it. But yeah, SPY chopped up and looks like it's kind of flat right now.
Well, that's something that seems to me with SPY that, the way it chops like that, the way the premiums move, it'll tear you up quick.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time.
You'll be one candle, you'll be up, and the next candle you'll be so far down that the next up candle doesn't bring you back into the green.
Right. Aftermarket. All right, so we've got. Don't look like we've got C. Chewy, chop suey. We've got CHU. Chop Chewy. CHUY. This is what's happening in the aftermarket right now. Where's the candles? Wait a minute.
That looks like no volume.
Yep, at all. Yeah, that like no volume. Nothing's happening there. APLM. Let's take a look at APLM. What's that doing? What I did was I went to Weeble, and what we do in the morning is we click top gainers, and then we look at whatever the pre-market top gainers are. Well, they have the same thing for the aftermarket.
I actually look at the aftermarket before pre-market starts to get an idea on the top 2 or 3, what has potential.
Yeah.
Chart them out and go from there.
So we've got APLM, which seems to be having a pretty decent aftermarket over here. Looks like we got company. Oh, look who it is. What up, GC?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, Dawn. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Right. Just looking at a couple of aftermarket somethings. Okay. How'd you do today?
I did good today.
Yeah. I know.
Mr. Cheese is killing it as always.
I know. Tell our audience what you did. How'd you make out?
What was it? 30? I'm sorry. 20, 27, 28,000, somewhere around in there.
Woo! You heard it right. $27,000 in the market today. This is Government Cheese, one of our resident millionaires in ADT, American Dream Trading.
It was a good trade. Good trade.
Nice. Are you doing any aftermarket right now? Are you looking at APLM? Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. Dawn, I'm not looking at anything.
I don't blame you.
He shuts it down at 11 and he's done.
Yeah, I've been up so much this month. It's ridiculous.
Why give any back?
Yeah, I'm just, you know what? It's sometimes, you catch these stocks and, you learn to just get in them right. And like I told y'all guys this morning, IWM, I was looking for it to run, and that's what it did. It ran up this morning again.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, again. So now tomorrow, you may not get nothing out that sucker tomorrow.
Nope.
Yeah.
Probably not, Nate. Now we're not gonna have a bias, but probably not.
Well, I'm gonna look at it tomorrow around about 7, 8 o'clock.
And, everybody's eyes is gonna be on that thing.
Yeah, but I told y'all this morning that I thought it was gonna run.
Yep.
And I caught it just right. And everybody who played it, if you didn't play that thing at the money, you didn't. I hope everybody had some money to play it at the money, because that's where the money was being made at. Because them contracts was real cheap.
Yes,
it was real cheap. Yeah. So when them contracts cheap like that, you either have to buy a lot of them, or you got to get right at the money.
Yep.
Yep. So I think I did 175 contracts. Yeah,
I did 50. Did you hear that?
You must have been way out the money.
I was at 17. It was like 3 out of the money.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
You took a chance on that, Dawn. I got to give you. You must have got in it right at the right time.
9:30. What did we figure out, James? 9:37, I think it was.
Yeah,
on the second candle or on the third candle?
I think it was the third.
Okay.
It was the third.
Yeah, I got in right at that second candle.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 9:34. That's when I got in.
And see,
I'll be honest, I thought about doing more contracts. But that's the same thing I've done in the past that has ended up getting me in a big loss day after having several green days. So no, I'll keep it small. Just do my 5. Run with that.
Yeah.
Ned, I shaved 25 of them literally after when that first pullback happened.
Right.
I shaved half of them.
Okay.
So most of the money I paid $350. When I did shave to 25, that was $1.75 back in my pocket. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and make sure we get what we paid for it. That way the rest of them are going to be free and I can't lose money no matter what happens. So that's what I did. As it kept rising, I kept pulling some off the table until it was $4.45. So I'm like, okay, I'm 95 up and I still got 5 contracts in this thing. But that's when it started really pulling down. So I'm like, okay, let me take these 5. I still got about $60 for them, $5 each. Wait a minute, $12 a piece, right? So, and remember, I started out at 17.
Okay.
So, $12 a piece. I'm like, yeah, let me go ahead and take them. So all in all, I ended up making like $95 on that deal. Wasn't a whole lot,
Right.
but I wasn't sitting in a bunch of chop either. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, I didn't sit in no chop. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, we only had probably four pullbacks before we got to the one up at the top. Is when it started pulling back, and everybody thought I was gonna shave, but I ain't shaved nothing. Because when if I'd have shaved, you saw what happened. It went down. So
yeah.
I wasn't shaving anything. I was getting out of that joke. I was tired of messing with it. Yep. Tired of messing with it.
There it is.
We got some questions down in the chat. Filmologist is wanting to know where he can find info about in and out of the money and the low cost.
In and out of the money and the low cost. Talking about going out of the money.
That's on the chain. That's on the option
chain. Well, I think he was talking about like the lower cost stocks, like IWM compared to Tesla. Now I can't say, like, he's asking what a small cap is.
A small cap
IWM is like a small cap ETF.
Right. That's exactly what that is. And small cap stocks are stocks that are typically $10 or below, $20, $14, things like Neo. Neo is $5. Mara is like $20. American Airlines, Carnival Cruise Lines, those stocks tend to be under $30. And those are what you call small cap stocks. And they have options. And the options aren't as expensive, obviously, as something that's $200. So that's what we mean by small cap. If you get a small cap, most likely what you would pay for in the money would be way out of the money on one of those bigger stocks.
Right. Yeah. Just be careful. They run a little bit faster than this stock here. This stock here runs real slow. But once it gets a direction, it's a slow mover. It's steady moving in that direction. So just be careful.
And then towards the end of the day, it got choppy. Let's see who else we got. Zip. Bruno.
Yeah. Don, all my little buddies made money today. All my little friends.
Really?
All of them that were struggling up in here, they all made money today. So
nice.
So I was happy about that. Yeah.
Kelly, you got is your camera working? Let me bring. Okay, there we go. Thank you. All right, we can pull you in.
Black and white. Oh, it's color. There you go.
Yep.
No, Nate said he got it at a cheaper price. It's just because he bought in the money, and I was talking about government cheese. Really? No, that's.
Well, look here. Don't laugh, because
that's what we know him as.
Because Christmas time, if you put in your order now, I got a variety of different government cheeses you can get.
Really?
Yes. Cheddar. I got goat cheese. I got mozzarella.
You almost made me spit my water out, Nate. Stop. Oh my God.
And Earl and them is trying to get me to get some kind of like foreign cheese, like some onion boat cheese, Vinny, Frankie, I'm gonna get some cheese with him on it, with his picture where he chasing the boat. So
I'm not messing with him.
Government cheese. Yes, sir. It's gonna be like cheese sticks too, man. You ain't even gotta cut it up. You just roll it out the pack and put it right in your mouth.
I told one of my friends today about how like this community is, and you know, just I mean, kind of like how great it is, but you don't want to like boast, right? Because it's not like I mean, I want to invite you, but I don't because like I'm protective of my people, you know what I mean? But it's just when you start processing mentally like how much money you've made in a day. So let's just say a good day, right? All your days are better. 200 here, 300 there, and then you hit like $5,000, right? Like your mind can't catch up to what you've done in that trade. You see this, it was a big day, but like you've made somebody's 2-week check. You made somebody's month check in like 20 minutes, right? Sometimes in like 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, but you know, me and Dawn was talking about that. Through my journey, I have reacted to different levels of making money that I never knew was wrong with me. Like I didn't know I had anxiety problems until I made like $100,000 in one day. And I mean, Dawn she was there. She witnessed it. A lot of them, coach, everybody, they thought I was having a damn heart attack.
We thought he was stroking out.
remember.
Yeah. So yeah, I've had a lot of them days, but now it's a little bit different. You know, I can handle them better. You know what? I do the best trading when I don't expect it. You know what I'm saying? When I get in here and I try to go for the fences, I try to throw everything at it. That's when I really don't really make any money. But when I get in here and just look for the setups, and I'm so convicted about it, and I try to screen out everybody. I mute everybody because I want to make sure I'm looking exactly what I'm supposed to be looking at. And the minute I see it, I take that trade. And once I take that trade and it goes the way that it's supposed to go, I immediately attack it, just tear its damn head off. I throw everything at it, you know. That's why, you know, I trade like that. I never thought I'd be trading, you know, 500 shares of Tesla, you know, with cash. That's some scary shit there. That's scary as hell. Yeah, I mean, the pullbacks will just make you almost shit in your clothes. I mean,
So you do shed.
Yeah, you think about it. You think about it, James. You buy 500 shares of Tesla, and that shit is $250 a share. One little old pullback will just make you cringe because you're not pulling back like $2-3. You pulling back $3,000, $4,000, and you like, oh shit. Oh my God, this thing is pulling back. Then it start dropping more. And all of a sudden you down, you might be up 30,000, but then by the time you cash out of it and you trying to get out of it, you go from 30 to 22,000. You done lost $8,000 in the drop. And that's
just to give you guys an idea that I haven't done the math on that. 500 contracts, that's 125K that was wrapped up in that trade.
Yeah.
So pullback's gonna be 10,000.
Yeah, and you can't until you see it. That's why I quit looking at how much I paid for the trade, because it would kill my thought pattern. So I quit looking to see how much I spent in that trade. I just take the damn trade, the hell with it. Yeah, because I figure like this: the most I'm gonna lose is $5,000. The rest is gonna be slippage. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But the most I'm gonna take on a pullback and let it go that far is $5,000. I'm ready to lose that any day. Any day I trade.
How could that bother you, Nate? You just basically paid for a house with that one trade.
Yeah, but don't.
You know, that's something I love about Nate. He's just talking about a trade that he was up 30,000, but he ended up getting 22 out of it. But he's upset about that $8,000.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get better at the slippage. You follow me?
Right.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
Oh
That's
yeah.
why I preach. That's why I preach to y'all so much on them damn wicks. Them wicks. That's like a check engine light come on in your car and your ass talking about, well hell, I'm gonna just drive around for 2 more damn weeks with the check engine light.
Right.
No, You get
You
you
don't
get
put
that.
tape over it?
I don't put nothing over that sucker. I find me a mechanic. I go to the mechanic. And the trading is the same way. It gives you signs of when you might need to check yourself because it's telling you when that wick come out the top of that counter, that wick is saying, hey, Nate, you might need to think about this, man, because I ain't going the way you think I'm going. I'm getting ready to go the other way on your ass. So I
Mhm.
get out. I don't take no chance. Because you know what I figured out a long time ago? I got enough money in my account that I can get right back in. I figured that out a long time ago that I can get back in. I'm not doing no chop. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not gonna have no man.
You
I'm
ain't
not
trading the
doing.
channel. You.
I'm not doing none of that crap. Mm-mm. Yep.
Nope.
And coach be trying me, don't he, Don? He be pushing me now. Nate,
Oh yeah.
get out. Oh, I need you to shave. No, coach, I ain't shaving shit. I'm getting out with my money, and that's the end of that trade right there. I get back in and do
All of it.
something else.
All
But
of it.
that's the mentality. It's rough, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. But
Yeah.
sometimes I be like, damn, what the hell? Why the hell am I? I remember I was trading S SM. What is it? SMCI.
Yes.
Like
Mm-hmm.
$900. Man,
Yep.
that shit beat me up so bad. That stock beat me up so bad. I literally sat there and just looked at the damn computer. I wanted to throw the computer, the mouse, and every damn thing in the front yard.
Oh
Cause
wow.
that stock beat the shit out of me. Beat me down. And coach, I called coach about it and told him, he said, well, go over in the corner, crawl up like a little baby, take your 10-minute break, come on back. We
And come
talk.
back. Yeah, come back when you're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
I said,
We
Crazy.
what?
got a couple a couple more questions.
Hey F Sue, what's up, baby? How are you?
What's up?
Kelly, what kind of camera do you have?
It's
Arlo
a
and Miranda are wanting to know.
That's that
it's a
Popeye camera.
OBS bot. It's an AI camera made by OBS BOT. I'll type it in the. There's a whole line of them, but it's a 4K camera, and it'll follow you around the room. So wherever I go, it like zooms in and like shows.
Dang.
There's my little cat right there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, I'm a big tech guy, so that's a thing.
All right.
Oh, you and Coach would get along real well.
Where you
That's
from?
why we do.
And
I'm originally from Washington D.C., but
Oh,
I
okay.
live in Las Vegas now.
Oh man, yeah, I'm out to Vegas all the time.
Vegas is amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
It's hot right now, so 100.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'm in South Carolina. You know it's hot as hell here.
Yes. What part of South Carolina?
there's a
Columbia,
there
Hey,
he
Oh,
is.
Chris.
you know Bowman,
Bowman. That name sounds
Orangeburg.
familiar. Bowman, Monterey. Don't that name
You
sound
know
familiar?
Orangeburg, right?
Well, Orangeburg is 35 minutes from me.
And 20 minutes
Arlo.
south of that is Bowman.
Yep, yep.
What's Arlo talking about?
That's a very nice cat.
Oh, I just read. I just read that. I was like, what? Hold on, what? Oh, yeah.
See,
No.
that's why my door is shut. My cat would be all on the back of my chair and everything if I let him in here.
Yeah.
I get y'all in these damn cats. I can't stand
I got
a
2
cat.
of them. I love
Like,
cats.
It's easier than a dog. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
I
They
ain't
don't
like
want
but
to be
one.
bothered.
I ain't like but one cat, and that's the one that's under that Michelin tire. When it be rolling with it.
Stop it. I think
That's the
cats
kind
are
of cat I
so
like.
beautiful. They're so mysterious, so
They
spiritual,
are.
and they're fast as hell. I respect
Yes.
their agility.
They
I had a
sneaky.
cat one time. I sat there and I watched my cat broad jump from the street up at least 7 feet onto a limb of a tree, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa!
Wow.
You know
Yeah.
why?
I was
ain't it,
in
Dawn?
love
They're,
from that point.
they're
You
Wow.
know
moody
why,
little
right?
bastards is what they are.
They got 9 lives. Hell, he
I
ain't
know.
had nothing to lose.
Always.
Listen, the cat that I have now,
Always.
Neo, and I call him Neo not just because I'm a huge Matrix fan, but he's brand new. He is, I truly believe, another life of my cat that just passed away, Tux, 2 years ago. He looks exactly like her, and I swear they have the same personality. She just came back as a boy this time. That's Tux all over again. Looks just like her, acts just like her. I'm like, she came home.
All right, I
Yeah, I
got you.
think they do. I really do. I think they have them.
Never force a cat or a trade.
Yeah.
Hygiene.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're 100%
Won't
right.
happen.
Yes, they are not to be messed with. I love them.
So since I've been back in the community, I've noticed I hear it like double top, the double top or the double bottoms when
Right.
coach like hammer it,
Yep.
drop the hammer. That's a reference from Days of Thunder. I don't know.
Days of Thunder?
Yeah.
Cold
Who's
Trickle?
seen that in here?
Yeah.
I don't know who's seen that movie, but
Cold Trickle, baby.
Harry, I'm about to drop the hammer. He's like,
No,
"Don't
you're
you
not.
No.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
That's my
Man, I
favorite
tell
part.
you, I tell you what, and Dawn know how I feel about it, but that double bottom waiting off that support at the bottom, I'm telling y'all, best trade you can ever make. If you don't do nothing but them trades all day long, you're gonna make more money than you ever made in your life. I used to do them all the time. All the
It's
time.
support. It's trading
There
off
was a double
support.
top. There was a double top on AMD today, and I seen it coming. I mean, oh, I was licking my chops, y'all. I was like, here, game time.
Was
As
that
soon
you
as
talking to us?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
That was me.
Okay, I
Yes.
pulled that up looking at AMD, thinking about you on that. I'm gonna pull it up.
When I actually you were changing the chart for me. Yeah,
I was. I'm like, was that you? Okay.
That's what I was planning. When they hit that double top, dropping the hammer was an understatement. I mean, I think I bought almost double what I would buy in contracts for that one. Like I went like 30, 40 in deep. I was like, it's game time.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, it did. It comes back like it always does. It comes back and it tests it, and then it just flushes. And it's like, oh my God, let's go. Like it felt so good. And then you get out, right? You got your profit, and you go about your life, and you laugh about it like I did today. Like, huh, couldn't believe that happened.
Wait a minute. Y'all was on here talking about y'all was talking about NVIDIA or something. Wasn't y'all talking about that?
We talked
They
about
had NVIDIA up.
Right.
They did have NVIDIA up at that time, but then I started talking about AMD.
Okay.
And so I switched over to it. But yeah, I was just talking about, so it was Kelly. I was like, somebody was talking us through all through down here. But yeah, so when was that? That was here, right?
It was around there, yeah.
Yeah. And then here is what, because okay, I dipped the Danny DeVito. I see, this is what I mean by over trading. And this is the one that was like, no, Dawn, just go sit on your hands. You're good. When this started happening, I got out of it. I said, I'm not losing any money. I'm not giving any money back. Forget about it. And look what it did. So I would have lost a shit ton of money right here. Because as soon as I got in it, I hadn't paid attention to maybe that's a double bottom or something, which I don't see anything over here that would indicate that.
Nothing.
But as soon as I got into it, it started going up. So I'm like, oh, hell no.
But Dawn,
I had to go way back on it to even get that support line of where it could possibly be. But I was like, if it breaks this going down, I was like, I can't wait. Where was it? It was coming back to it at...
I have one at 162 off the 4-hour chart from way back. I make them completely different lines.
It was 162. It was that one right there. Where you at? That's where it was. It was like, if it breaks, so take it up, go up a little bit, up some more. Like right there, if you draw a horizontal line, there you go, right?
Well, right in here?
Go up, right there. So if you look at 1230, what I was telling people was at 1230, I said if it breaks through that and it holds, that thing is about to flush. Because technically that was a triple bottom coming up. Even though it broke through, but it shot back up. You see the one before it at like 11:45. But at the 12:30 time frame, I was like, if this thing breaks and it holds, that thing is about to flush.
This is 12:30 right here. Yep.
So right Dawn.
Yeah.
You I'm glad you didn't take that trade because I thought I had to come up there and throw your shit in the front yard.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
All
I wasn't a bad girl today.
right. You know I be checking.
You
Yep,
should throw your shit in the line.
Yeah.
we still good.
So this what we gonna do Monday, Dawn. I'm gonna trade with y'all Monday morning, and
Okay.
then I'm gonna head to Myrtle Beach with Mark and them. Okay.
Okay,
And
sounds good.
then and then Tuesday I'm gonna stay probably at the hotel, and then I'm gonna leave the hotel and just come on back, and then I'll still be in here Tuesday with you also because you're gonna have to put your chart in. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep.
Yeah. So we'll handle it Monday and Tuesday, and then of course Wednesday because Mark won't be back on the scene until probably Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So unless he just decide to come in. So, because he gonna be on vacation, he probably need to stay on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep, no problem. It'll be fun.
Okay. Yeah.
So we decided yet who's going to play the song if he's not here?
Hell no,
Oh
we not
man,
playing
I'm
that
gonna
shit.
find a way to try to burn that
Hell
shit
no, we
so
ain't
that he
playing
can't
that
get
shit.
to it.
Shit, man, that's bad. I don't like that. My,
Not that I want to stir the pot or anything, but
What if I did play it? What would you guys do?
Jungle break.
In honor of Mark.
mm.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't stand it. I'm sorry. I'll find something else for us.
No, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that, Don. No, don't
Hey,
do that.
is Mitch still around? I haven't seen him in a while.
No,
No. Oh, I know when you can play it, Don. You can play it Saturday morning about 8 o'clock.
I'm never playing that. I'm not playing that shit. No.
Saturday morning.
y'all think about it. He could be playing something like Teletubbies.
Well, he is. He might as well be.
Yeah.
He might as well be. Look
I
at
can't
what we're
stand that
looking
thing,
at.
man. I cannot stand that song. I hear that song all day long. Oh my God.
God, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, he has all of us hearing that in our sleep, in our dreams.
Yeah, it's
I
terrible.
found myself walking through the house. Good morning. And I gotta catch myself.
Oh,
I
what song?
whistle it. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
What's the song?
I'm not. I think he said it's Good Morning Today.
Captain Kangaroo.
Yeah, it's a Captain Kangaroo song for the kids.
Actually, like that Baby Shark song.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh wow! Wait a minute. Oh,
you done opened the can, Chris.
Just ruined your whole night, Don.
what did you say, Chris?
I just ruined your whole night saying Baby Shark.
Oh yeah, I like
No.
Baby Shark. I can deal with Baby Shark.
I was just thinking about tricking that video out.
No.
No, don't do that, Don.
I really like the Lonely Island song from Saturday Night Live. I don't know why, but today's going to be a great day, that one. But only the first half of it before it gets all weird and sad.
Chris,
I know who Lonely Island is. I'm just trying to think about that song because there's songs.
Andy Samberg. He's all hyped up on some Forrest Bump. And he's just all fired up and ready to go in the morning. And it's like a street festival thing where everybody's dancing with him. And it's just about a good morning.
I have it right.
You can listen to it on the show and decide whether or not you like it. Don't play it just in case. There's
Chris,
no
how your trade? How your
Saturday
trade
Night
going?
Live.
Man, I totally zoned out. Call it creative thing happening there. I literally am like, good morning, what happened? I'm like, wait a minute.
Don't do that,
I could
Don.
put
Don't do
different
that.
music to it.
Don't do that, Don.
I was thinking about doing it the other way, like making it evil, like
No,
slowing it down.
No, don't do that shit.
Turning the screen red, so that if we played it for Mark, it
No.
would be demonized.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Look, Chris, you had a good question in the chat before you got up here.
Oh yeah. Nate, what did you
Yeah.
see in the morning that made you think IWM was the play to go out the gate?
Because it was going down all morning.
Uh-huh.
It was going down pre-market, and we Vinny came on and we was talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
and the high was 254 or something like that.
Yeah.
That was its 52-week high.
Okay.
It had already been down pre-market in the 230 something.
Right.
And I told them at the same time, I said, look, this thing is gonna sell off. And because it's done went so low that it may sell off a little bit. It may not sell off a lot. It may sell off just a little bit. But I think everybody who realizes this low is gonna sit on their shares to wait and see if it goes up. So I put it on the top of my list, and I said at 9:30, this is the first thing I'm gonna watch. This one right here because I think
Okay.
it's gonna run up, and that's exactly what it did.
I saw a
Yeah.
couple things too, but I didn't put them together. Like I'm not good enough yet to see things like this and like just know that that's what it means. Yesterday's close
Right.
at like 224.60,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been seeing people talking about gap fills when it
Right.
changes a bunch overnight. But then I got a wick here at 901.
Okay.
It goes all the way back up to exactly that point, and I just put a big fat green line there and wrote previous day close.
Are we
And
talking about IWM still?
Yeah. So closed at 224.60, and then I got a wick at 224.60. And I've noticed a lot of times when I get these massive wicks for like 3 seconds,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the time it starts going that way. And
Right.
but two spots happen to be at the same price, and that's actually right where it stopped and reversed. Once you guys
I'm
were in
start
it,
paying attention to that because
I didn't put that stuff together
And
yet.
I'm gonna tell you one more thing, and listen to this real closely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the last couple of days, even last week, when this thing ran?
Just kept going.
Everything was coming down. It was the only thing that kept going.
Yeah.
Was this trade.
Yeah.
It did
Mark
it
kept calling it
yesterday.
out.
Yep, it did it yesterday. And I said,
Yep, look at that.
everything
Straight
is
up.
going down, but this stock here is continuously going up.
Look at the trend.
And yeah,
Days.
and
Days.
yeah, there you go. And I
Days.
said, this is gonna be the play for the
Okay.
next couple of days. This is gonna be the play. So if you got any powder, you better trade this trade here. This is crazy. Yep.
When did that start? Because you could see it was pretty flat before that.
Yep.
So this is July 11th.
Wow.
Yeah.
That started that run. That was last Thursday.
So we talking about 6-7 days of just running. Just
Yep.
running.
Goodness.
Just running.
Just
Thank you,
straight
DJ
up.
Vinny.
Yep. I didn't
Just
say
kept on
nothing about it. I just told Coach I did $39,000 on this stock, but I didn't tell him what it was because I ain't want him jumping down my throat like he did Mark. Jumped down Mark throat on that thing. I said, oh, I'd never tell him I trade that thing.
But what killed me with it was that time you told me you got 20 contracts, and I think you said you paid like 14 cents for them, something like that. Either way, it worked out to be about 200 and some odd dollars, and you made like $2,500 off of it. I'm like,
Right.
damn, I need to revisit IWM, and just keep my eye on that thing.
Yeah, and I noticed, Dawn, it moves so slow. It's like a darn little roach crawling across the floor and trying to learn how to walk, I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, this thing is so slow, but it is steady paying the bills. It has just kept going.
Mm-hmm.
Kept going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. Like a roach, because once it
Yep.
picks a direction, you can't kill it.
Nope. You can't kill it. And I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch it in the morning. I'm gonna see what it does, how far it drops. If it stays up, if it stays right in here where it is right now, I probably won't trade it tomorrow. I need it for it to drop down around that 230, 235 range. I needed to get on back down there. That's what I needed to do. Yep.
It ended the day at 222.
Yeah. Yeah. I needed to stay on down there, Dawn. I needed to stay right on down there. Keep on glowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because what
Keep
are you
on-
thinking? 230?
Yeah, I'm thinking 230.
It
And
might get up to.
yeah, and I'm hoping it'll stay right in there between 230, 235. And then everybody that's waking up at 7 o'clock, they'll do their little sell off. And then the rest will hold it. The ones that's holding it, they'll hold it till 9:30 because they remember what happened yesterday. I mean today.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll jack it back up just on momentum alone. It'll just move on momentum. Because that's
Mm-hmm.
what it did today. It just moved on momentum. That's it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's trader psychology there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
screen time for you.
Yeah, that's all that is. Yeah, that's all that is. Screen
That is
time.
screen time and getting to know habits. That's the one thing that they talk about in a lot of these books is traders create habits. And it's up to us as retail traders to kind of pick up on those habits. And because when we say certain stocks have habits, well, it's not the stock, it's the traders trading the stocks that have those habits that create the stock to move the way that it does on a
Right.
daily basis. And a lot of patterns tend to repeat themselves because a lot like David, he only trades Apple. Well, there are a lot of people out there who only trade Apple. So they
Right.
create a set of patterns that are going to be repeated because it's the same people doing it day in and day out. You'll have different movements here and there. You'll have new traders coming in, messing things up, like we talked about in the morning. Why are these retail traders selling, messing things up? But for the most part, you'll have the main people controlling that thing, and it'll keep moving. So it's up to you to kind of get those patterns down and learn them so that you can
Yeah.
trade them.
But
You
you know
know,
what, Don? I would trade Tesla sometime on contracts, and Tesla would just beat your ass, man. Tesla,
Yeah.
Tesla will
hard to
just make
learn.
you, man. Tesla will make you just appreciate that stock because it is just
Yeah,
volatile as hell.
spy
But
too.
you, but you know what I noticed about Tesla?
Wow.
I do better when I'm trading shares with Tesla
Okay.
because I can trade those quick in and out trades, make $200-300, boom, out. Wait for it to go to another setup, boom, get back in and make $200-300, boom, get out. Do the same thing, just over and over and over and over till it just quit doing what it's doing.
Let me
Yeah,
ask you
because
this: Do you
when it
find
goes
it easier to trade in the morning when it's slower?
No, I like volatility. I like volatility. I like
Yeah,
for it to, be moving. And then if I ain't trading it up, I'm trading it down. I don't become a
I
master
know.
scalper on that darn on them shorts, man. I love them shorts. Oh my God. Oh, I love them shorts. And look at him. Nana being there talking about coach. Tesla is going to hell. It's going way down. I'm like, there we go. Shorts. Shorts. Get in there, short it. Short it.
I too have become. I used to despise like what the stock's gonna. Oh, people just trying to push it down. Like let it go.
Yeah.
Like I am now. Like I feel like I'm on the dark side now.
It's like,
Shoot.
oh,
I
you
feel
want to
like
push it down? Okay, put.
Yep.
Let's
I
go.
yeah.
don't.
I feel
I
like I'm on
don't
the dark
care.
side now. If I see
Yeah, I
something
don't
going
care.
down that E will turn red,
Yep.
hammer.
Yes,
Time
sir.
to
Hey,
get out of the calls, get in the puts.
Yes, sir. I
yeah.
don't care. I just get them shares, trade it going down. And I'm gonna tell you, shorting in the morning is a little bit challenging because you got to do the limit orders in the morning. But doing regular market, you can just buy shorts at market. And I don't have to put in where I'm buying it. I just click market and just ride it down to
There
support.
you go.
And that's
Yeah.
what people don't understand about shorting. When you're looking at that L2, you doing it in reverse. instead of me looking for a wall on the L2 to get out, I'm looking for support on the other side to stay in it. The lower the support, the longer I can stay in it. That's how I trade on that side. It's funny
Okay.
how that works. It's just the reverse.
Nice.
Yep.
That's how you do it. You
I
know.
was playing that a little bit today, watching NVIDIA go down, or NVIDIA. I drew a green line and a red
No,
line.
you had it right the first time.
Green line under it, red line on top of it, and I just kept moving the lines to wherever the L2 said they were.
Right.
And just watching it pinball off of them all day, and I was like, huh. So that's how it works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's not that hard, man. I think for most of y'all complicate it so bad. I mean,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
dog, and I didn't want to mess. I didn't want to, make nobody mad.
Oh
But
no.
when y'all in there talking about, statistics of the stock and all this, I'll be like, God damn, you sitting there watching it go down, play it down. Put. Who gives a shit?
Right.
So I heard
Oh.
Nate say that earlier when he
Say
he
it
started
again.
talking, and I was
Tell
just
me
like,
again.
like I said, I heard your frustration. I was like, it doesn't matter what the market's doing or what the political thing.
Yeah.
Play what you see.
Yeah, play it. Quit talking
Play
about
what
it.
you see.
Yeah.
Play it. Yeah, because if you making money, wouldn't you like to make money on both sides of it? I mean, that's what coach teach us to do, right?
Today was the first time my brain clicked that way. And it's like, okay, yeah, I got out. Woo, I didn't watch it drop. Wait a minute, it's dropping. Puts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, what am I doing?
Money.
What am I doing before it gets too far? Let's go.
Yeah.
It's so
and
easy, isn't it?
$100 going down.
You just sit there and stare at the damn thing.
Yeah, and that's what they was doing today. And I was like, no, y'all don't do that. No, we don't want to hear that. Play it down. Play it. Do puts. You sitting there watching it, play it. Because nobody cares what you play, whether their sister or their brother, gamma, beta, theta, and all that. Play that thing. Play it. Make the money. Let's make the money. And that's how you develop the trade habits, is making that money up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I told you, Don, I'm working on myself. I want to be that trader that trades in that first 5 minutes when the market open. That's the trade I want to be. Cause I know some guys, man, make a killing in the first 5 minutes, just killing it, and call it a day. They don't spend no more time in the market. They don't look at another video. They don't talk about it. They just take their shit and go to the park and throw the ball around with the kids, play with the cat in the front yard.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. That's all they do. Yeah. Yeah, that would be the bomb. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it would.
That would be the bomb. Well, how would you like to come in here every morning, play 5 minutes, make $1,000, call it a day?
That's it.
Call it a day.
That's what it's about.
That was the plan.
So
Chris.
Nick, literally the other day, like it was 2 days ago. I came in late. Y'all already started. It was probably like 7 o'clock. I came in and was like, oh, a setup, EWO, boom, just hit the second one. And I heard somebody call out, hey, blah, blah, blah. It's going down. It's got the second hit the button. 6 minutes later, hit the button again, a G. And I was just like, what do you do with the rest of the day?
Yeah.
Like, Nate, to your point, that's the life I want to live. But then I'm just like, my God, the market's been open for 35 minutes. I already made more than 90% of America in 5 minutes. What do you do? And that's the part that you're talking about. Go play with your cat outside.
It's mind blowing. Do you realize the conversation that we're having? Most people will never, ever, ever grasp that, or let alone be able to pull it off or do it. The fact that we have knowledge that it exists and it is real and possible because we watch people around us do it every day. This is an incredible situation that we're in.
Well, even in the morning time, for y'all that's in here in the morning time with us, y'all hear me in here talking through my trades. I visually talk through my trades, don't I, Dawn?
We were talking about you this afternoon. I said, oh my God, wait a minute. I found myself, and I didn't tell you that I found myself doing that today. I had everything. I said, come on. You can come on now. No, stay up there.
I
I'm like,
did
and
it.
then I had somebody laugh, and I said, I'm talking through my trades like Nate now.
I did it. I did it too. I did it too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you want to go
Yeah,
up? Double
it
down.
rubs off.
Yeah.
You took me
And I'm
for
gonna
your
tell you
mom?
why. I'm gonna tell you why it works for me. It just gives me confirmation that
Confirmation.
I know what I'm doing. I understand what the chart is showing me, what the L2 is showing me. Cause once I take my trade, Dawn to tell you, I don't look back at the chart. I play the L2. I never look back at that screen. My L2 is on my next screen. I trade off the L2. As long as them numbers going up, what the hell I need to look at them candles for? I already know if it slows down, I ain't got no volume. I already know that. Okay. I don't have to look at the candles for it to tell me that. I already know if my numbers is flickering back and forth, it's in a channel. It's in a channel. That's what
Yeah,
it is. I can cover my screen up, look at the L2, and I can tell y'all what's going on based on L2. And you can be looking at it and say, damn, how the hell you know? I can even tell you, and Dawn and them, I can even tell you whether it's sitting on a level or not. I don't have any levels on my screen. I don't have nothing but the VWAP. And when that thing dances for no reason on a level, plus it's got volume, it's something kind of resistance right there. And Marcus said, that's the 9. That's the 9. Won't he, Dawn? Every morning
yeah,
he will tell me that.
Oh yeah.
I
yeah,
don't trade. I don't trade those indicators because I wanna be raw at it. I want to learn it that way because that's the way I want to learn it, and it's easier for me to understand it that way. And when I go into the regular market, I reduce that L2 to 10 slots. You know why? I don't have a whole L2 to look at. I figure my hand eye coordination is quick enough to where that L2 I can move in and out of that thing before it cuts my head off. All I need is 10 slots. And I promise you, if you move it from 20 or 30 down to 10, because everybody say how fast it is, you will see those resistance lines coming up. You will see it. You'll see it, and you'll react quick enough if you work on your hand-eye coordination, and that's what
yeah.
I work on all the time. Yeah.
Wow. Anybody who is not a member of this group who is down there in the chat, I urge you to go over to American Dream Trading right now because their link is pinned right to the top of the live chat. Thank you, Miranda, for putting that link in there. It's pinned right to the top of the live chat. The conversation that we're having is based on teachings from Chad W. Christian, who's a 30-year stock market vet. He teaches us how to act. Listen, you come listen to us. We sound like traders. We don't sound like call out chasers. Oh, I went after HOLO today and lost my. No, we're talking about how to get in trades, where to get in trades, how to get out of trades, how to navigate throughout the trade. That's how he teaches. And he does it with very simple methods. I mean, if you want to make $200 a day, here's where you can do it. If you want to
Yeah.
quit your 9 to 5 job, here is where you can do it. All you got to do is go hit that link and go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and look up the VIP lifetime. Is he still doing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
VIP
So
lifetime. Get it, because
Yeah.
without it, you're done. I mean, it's you can use all the free stuff, but this is where you're going to get more one-on-one type style training because coach will talk to you directly. And if you do it now, he will also throw in the VIP Gold, which has all of the services, weekend training, daily, breakout sessions, mastermind classes,
I think
whatever you
he ended
need.
that. I think he ended that part.
Oh, that part's gone.
Yeah,
See,
I
That
think
part's
it is.
gone.
Yeah.
snooze you lose, baby. You snooze you
Yeah.
lose. But
But
you can
he
still
does
get a
still have the
thousand dollars
lifetime
off.
available,
Yeah,
which
and you can get
he
a
could
thousand dollars off.
end that tomorrow.
Yeah,
And he do some
summer.
personal. And he do some personal training. He said he was going back to that.
Wait a minute. Did I
Yep,
hear
they're all
Christine say
full.
she picked up a one-on-one today?
I don't know. Christine
I
don't
think I,
need no. Christine don't
I
need no
think I,
one-on-one.
dude. I think I
Christine,
heard Christine say she snagged one of those one-on-ones.
she don't need no one-on-one. Christine need to slow her ass down. She my girl now. I talk shit to her, but Christine don't. Christine need to get her a computer, and she need to slow down. That's really what she needs to do. She really can trade.
Coach
She
might help
just
us slow
yeah.
down
Yeah.
though.
I don't know. I don't know. Only way she
Coach
gonna
might
slow
reel it
down.
in.
You might have to put some damn drugs in her shit because I think that's the only way
I'm
you can
on the
slow
drugs
down.
that she would take, and it doesn't help.
Yeah. So
No.
That's the new sell is get the next 5 people that get a VIP annual, VIP lifetime, or VIP gold complete are going to get a free one-on-one with the moderator.
oh damn.
What happened?
Arlo posted the new sale.
Okay.
It's the next 5 people that get a VIP annual, VIP lifetime, or VIP gold complete will get a free one-on-one with the moderator.
Oh
And the
wow.
summer 1000 is still in effect.
So you also get $1,000 off your purchase price, and you get a free one-on-one. So he switched the gold to the one-on-one with the moderator. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
You can't beat that.
Yeah. Y'all see Ange, well, next time y'all talk to Ange, she is a new moderator. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
congratulations, Ange.
Yeah.
She's a good one.
She is a good one. She really is. And she doing shares. She doing shares.
Yep. Joey Joe, congratulations, Ange. Way to go, baby. We knew
Yes,
it was going to
sir.
happen, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. Yeah. Man, I think about if I'd have had a one-on-one with Coach. Oh my God. That'd have been dangerous.
You're
Dangerous
dangerous
now.
now.
No, man, I'm gonna tell you. Cause it's so much I trying to figure out on my own, reading between the lines with Coach. One thing about Coach, he ain't gonna tell you too much because he don't think you ready for it. But when he think you ready for it, he gonna tell you. Like for a long time, Don. Remember, he didn't tell us about them damn turbo keys.
No, he
But
didn't.
boy, he leaked that shit out the bag one morning. Oh my gosh.
I remember the day he told you about shorts, Nate.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, Nate,
I-
that was TJ. TJ's the one that told you about the turbo keys.
Yeah.
no, that was Coach.
Really?
TJ told me how to reverse the turbo key.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
he told me
All
how to
right.
reverse it. But when Coach told me about the turbo keys, he was like, the turbo keys, that's how I'm in and out these trades. I said, what? What? Hold, back up,
Yep.
Coach. What did you just say? What
One
the hell
button.
is a turbo key?
Joey
And
Joe, what's
then
up with your camera, bro?
and
I
then
don't
Mark
know. I don't
got
know.
him.
It's like
Mm.
flickering and stuff like that. I tried to click it like last time Coach was on. I was trying to go in there and it was going back and forth, back and forth. I don't know. I don't know what's up. I don't know if it's
Mm.
I
Are
don't know
you
if
on
I buy it. Do
your
you guys buy
phone?
that?
no, it's my internet. I'm telling you,
Oh,
Darn.
so
it's gotta be my internet or it's like you guys.
What
don't want to see
happens
my
when
face.
you try to turn it on?
Yo, you don't want to see my face. That's what it is.
No,
so
don't
I'm
even
not
try.
wearing a
like
hat.
this.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Nothing weird. Nothing like that.
Nothing weird. I'm not doing anything weird.
It just
I'm
works.
clicking on the button. It's not working. I don't know why.
But it works on any other time.
Well, it did before,
I feel
but
like
right now it's not.
just don't want your camera on, Joey.
No. Listen, listen. I'm pushing a button. It's not working.
You
How
get
do
you
I
got
know you're pushing a button? I can't see you pushing a button.
you got
Right.
beat
I
up.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
You got beat up
You
I'm
last
got
night or something,
Verizon
Joe?
service, don't you?
What's going on?
I'm pushing it. I'm
We'll
pushing.
we'll let you
I swear I'm
slide.
pushing it.
We'll let you slide.
I swear. Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe it's because I'm gonna become a millionaire.
Oh yeah, that might happen.
That would do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might happen.
You
You
know
never know.
that might happen. So
Yeah, you never
I'm gonna
know.
walk with it.
Yep, walk with it, rock with it. Guys, don't forget also that the Restream link is down there as well. If you guys want to come up here and join us on the panel, talk about your trades, ask questions in person if you're not shy. Just turn your camera on, make sure your computer is on mute so that we don't hear your background noise. And come on up here and talk to us about your trades. Also, the tip jar is down there. So if you want to donate to the tip jar, all donations are much appreciated. Don't have any yet, but I'm sure somebody will hit me off today. But at any event, feel free to hit that tip jar. Everything that you put in that tip jar goes to help me keep my lights on. So they are much appreciated. And we got somebody else who has clicked the Restream link. Who is that?
I think Joey Joe trying to come back in.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Still no
Maybe
camera.
maybe
Yeah,
something is wrong with it.
yeah, I don't know because it was like flickering. Like you see the microphone up top in the right hand corner of your phone, and it goes
Mm-hmm.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was happening yesterday too. I was trying to get on with Coach and with you guys,
Right.
but
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe it's
I
time
don't know.
to
Market.
shut my phone off and let it reset.
Get it checked out, man. Get it
Doing where
checked.
Market? Mark used to be up here.
His wife, man, you know she is
Oh
running
man,
that thing.
she
He
got him
signed
on
off at about
lockdown.
2, 3 o'clock this afternoon and said wifey said he had to sign off.
Dang, dang.
She probably got him out in the yard, doing work. So
Yeah, I'm the one always have problems getting in here. I think it what it is when it gets real crowded. My thing started acting up too, so I don't know why.
mm.
Yeah,
So,
but you guys had a great story today. To be honest with you, I was listening to you from the beginning.
what's that?
No, you guys had a great story. It's like
Oh,
Nate, you were like busting out like what was exactly like what you were doing and all that.
right.
That's knowledge. You were giving a knowledge out, and
Definitely.
that was much appreciative for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, man.
Definitely.
Anything I'm doing that I can share with the group, that's what I'm willing to do. Oh, I did tell everybody this morning. And I also told Coach that I don't know. Coach must have misheard my statements or something, or I may have said it the wrong way. But I'm not leaving the group or nothing like that.
No, hell
So
no.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
um,
I think Coach
did
has
you
just
read?
had that happen so much. So,
right.
he's just
Yeah.
kind of
And I
preparing
understand.
himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Hey,
I
Don,
understand that.
you should like read the comments if anything, because I mean, there's like a bunch of people like making comments and stuff like that.
Joey, where have you been? Where have you been? Why don't
In
you
my
read the
garage,
comments for me?
I'm in my garage.
Help me out. Help me out. I don't usually read them. Normally
Okay,
other people
well,
read them because I have eyesight issues.
let me read from Joey Joe. Joey
Please.
Joe says, "Hey Nate,
Okay, what did he say?
can you please adopt me, Daddy Nate."
And that's why we didn't read that
Daddy
one.
Nate.
Oh, wow. But you know what? I will go down there and say hi to everybody. Thanks for that, because I
Yeah,
didn't do that yesterday, but it got to be.
yeah, no,
Uh,
someone has to read the comments because a lot of times it's like I'm on here and like nobody reads the comments and there's like a bunch of people like
Oh.
saying things.
Well, Dawn, before you do that, I'm gonna have to get off here because my grandbaby trying to call me, and you know I don't
okay.
like to miss her call.
All right,
Nope.
Daddy, I'll
Yeah.
catch you later.
Thanks for coming and hanging
All right,
out, government.
all right, son. Next time, put in your orders early because Christmas time is coming. I don't want to get backed up on the government cheese deliveries.
We
Yeah,
do it,
Okay.
Cambodian.
man.
Need the
Put them in.
Cambodian kind.
Put
We
them
do it.
in. Put them in.
I got you
And I'm
that mug for
hoping.
your birthday.
All right, and somebody said something about I need to have some kind of dip with the cheese, so we working on that. So I'll get back with y'all with that later.
Appreciate you, Nate.
All right,
Artichoke,
y'all. See
Nate.
y'all later.
Thanks
Artichoke.
for hanging out. Thanks
All
for hanging
right.
out, Nate. We love you. All
All
right,
right.
man.
Bye.
Good night,
Bye.
Nate.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I'm not even wearing like a Mexican hat and it won't let me in.
What?
I'm
Jesus.
serious.
Well,
It's like,
Chris has
I'm
got
trying.
the sombrero. That nobody
I-
competes with Chris's sombrero, though.
Yo,
Dude.
I got a sombrero too.
I mean, not like Chris's though. Chris's got
No, not like
the
Chris's.
sombrero.
Mine's busted. Mine's busted. It's been a while, but your birthday's coming up on Friday, so I was like, let me practice with it.
Oh, look at you! You remembered? Oh.
Yeah. Of course. Yo, you're my sister.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. See, that's why it's got to be a good tip week. Good tip week, guys. Miranda, thank you for putting those links in. Arlo, thank you for being there. Mustang Chris is up here with us. What is that? The filmologist. What's going on? Man, my eyesight is getting worse. Let me enlarge
That's
it
me.
even more. Filmologist?
Yeah.
Kelly? Okay. Hey, okay. Now I know. Jimmy Hodge is down there. Welcome, Jimmy Hodge. How are you, brother? Vegan Knowledge JJ, my beautiful wife. Love you, honey. Thank you for always supporting.
She's a real nice lady.
Yes, she is. Who else is there? Joe Mariano. Is that you, Joey?
No, that's not me. I'm Joey Joe.
Yeah, because it would be Joey Joe. Shout out to Joe Maria. Bubbles, what's going on, Bubbles? How come you're not? I'm the only chick up here, Bubbles. Help me out. Come hang out. Kurt C, what's going on? We got Callie Deaton in the house. What's up, Callie? I hope you feel good. I hope you feel good, baby. Stay happy. Bucko 504, Joey Joe. Yeah. Where are we? Sweet Suit Dapper in the house. What's up? Kyle J. James L, who's up here with us. F2, who's up here with us. What's up? F2, we didn't hear from you today yet. What's up, honey?
Oh, not much. Just hanging out, being cool with the cool kids here. Not too exciting on the market today. About lost my pants early in the morning, and then I straightened it out and ended up being green for the day. So
wow.
Good.
Well, see, they say don't let a green trade go red. You didn't let a red day stay red. You turned it green. That's a good job.
And I was proud of myself. I didn't get emotional about it like I usually do, and I just stuck with it and used my mechanics with the EMAs and things.
So what happened? What happened?
At first I thought like where Tesla was going to go up. I got in too soon instead of waiting like I should have. And
was it within the first half hour?
Oh yeah, it was definitely in the first half hour. I was trying to get in and get out real quick. It didn't work out for me, and I end up.
Did you get in heavy, thinking you could get in?
I got in way too heavy because I was only like, I want to get this account grown because I'm going to start playing with the big guys and everything. And I'm like, no. And then
you tried to do that 9-minute joint, didn't you?
I did on my own.
And, he tried to do the 5-minute thing, Kelly. What you were just talking about. Coach says 9 minutes. You said 5 minutes a few minutes ago, but going in extremely heavy, trying to get a quick, nice hit, and then getting back out. And sometimes those candles will whipsaw up and then straight right back down and take that shit right away from you.
Your face
so you
off.
have to be careful. Yes.
I've been noticing about quarter till is usually a good time. It gives it time to figure itself out, and by then, if it's going somewhere, it's usually decided.
Yep.
Then it hits a pullback and a bounce one way or the other, and that bounce seems like a good spot to get in. If I can remember that in the moment and do that, it would probably be great.
I've been trying to do that more and more. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Between quarter of and 10 o'clock is when it's better. And I've made a pact with myself to try to, unless it does what Nate talks about, where you're looking at it in the pre-market and then it has 4 or 5. I've been burned doing that too, though. So more often than not, I will be willing to miss that initial run. Mm-hmm. Just to make sure that it doesn't do a pullback, because I get burned more often than not thinking that it's going to go and it doesn't. It ends up pulling back and then pulling way back.
That's what I did a lot too, is I would get in on the breakthrough and then the pullback would have me pulling my hair out, screaming at the screen. And then all the stupid things that we do when we're new. And it's like, as soon as we freak out and sell it, that was where it bounced and then kept going the way we originally wanted it to.
Damn it. And Tesla is infamous for this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, Chris. That is the worst, absolute worst.
I take it we have all been through that just by our reactions.
Oh, yeah.
It's
more than a few times.
It's going to go back up. It's going to go back up. It's going to go back up.
Yeah. And then it doesn't.
How did you turn it around?
Yeah.
I sold them off and got into puts.
There you go.
Good. That was smart. That was very smart. That was smart. A lot of people will just keep sitting there eating that.
Did you double down on your puts?
No, I had I got burned a little bit too much this morning, so I'm like, no, we're just gonna go in easy. So
your regular size. You stay with because people revenge trade, right? They'll just, my first contract didn't go. I'm gonna triple down on this one to make it back.
Yeah, that's the first go around when because I was here at the beginning. The first go around, I burnt my account up, revenge trading, and trying to do it on my own. So I promise this time that I'm going to make this work. So I've been keeping my emotions in check and stuff. So
I'm proud of you. Way to go.
In the future, man. I'm one of those too. Trust me. So
Well,
anything that I'm saying that may sound sarcastic, trust me, I've done it.
We all are.
Like, I got the hat, the badge, the tattoo, all of the above. Like I've done it. It sucks
You know
when
what you
lose
did
7, 8
grand,
right?
Yeah.
You got to cut it. You got to cut it, man. You got to cut it.
Exactly.
But you know what you did, F2? You created a habit today when you did that. When you experienced that, because you've been having a nice run. When you experienced that, you did the right thing in the moment. You created that pattern instead of the wrong pattern. You knew what you should do. You went in small. You reversed it and went with the market instead of against it. And now just keep that. And when that happens again, and it will, do the same thing because it worked out for you. You know what I mean? Create. That's what Ange does. She went with the good habits. She chose to listen and follow to coach's rules and pick up on all the good habits that she's heard and take the bad ones and throw them by the wayside. How many of us take the bad ones and think, oh, wow, yeah, we can do that. Or we develop the bad habits on our own and just, yeah, okay, all right.
I can do it.
Right,
Nope.
right.
No, you can't.
Protect your assets.
Absolutely.
No, Donna, I feel that we as maybe as humans, if it feels like it's too easy, we're just like, nah, no. Why take a call when when everything's going upward like you're supposed to, right? Yeah. Maybe if I get a put, I can beat everybody to the punch and catch this thing going down, right? So even though all the stars are aligned and everyone is making money, that one little pullback, you're like, oh, I think I can get a put right here and take this train all the way down, and I'm money town, and then I'll be able to unmute from the video and talk about how I forecasted that because I'm a human and I got to do things hard.
Yeah, when it pulled back, I'm going to dollar cost average. I'm going to buy more at the low and wait for it to bounce, and it just keeps going lower.
Oh, you're getting way deep down the bad habits. Wow, you're buying on the down. Oh,
that wasn't support. Damn.
Yeah, that's support. That's support.
That wasn't support. I thought that was support. Nope.
Have you ever bought it? Have you ever bought it like when it's going up and you're like, oh yeah, it's going, then it stops right there, or like it kind of has like a little bit of turbulence and stuff like that?
One of these videos that I'm a sniper, and I can find the very top of the last candle of a trend and buy a call right there.
And then it goes the opposite way. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a hero.
3 or 4 times.
Here's a really good one, y'all. When I first started trading, I was trading spot. I was not with this group, so I didn't know any better. And apparently they was like, oh, somebody's going to talk about the Fed or something today. And I'm trading spot. That's why you see in one of my comments, I said, yeah, I'm not trading spot again. Like, period. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I was trading it, and I went in, I think at the time, it was shares. So I pretty much maxed out. I was like, oh, this is it, because it did like the little bull flag, and I had everything plotted, and all my indicators said this thing is going to the moon. And whoever made a comment, he said something about the Fed, the interest rate was going up or something. And the red line I never seen in my life. And then it halted, apparently. I'm like, the SPY halted? Like that. I mean, so you can imagine how many dollars this thing went down in like 5 seconds. And I'm stuck in it, and I'm staring at my screen, and I look at my P&L, and the screen should have just said blown at that point. And I was just like, well, maybe there's hope. And then that thing opened back up, gap down, went down into another screeching. I was like, oh my God. So
game over, game over, game
Base
over,
rip,
game over.
base rip is an understatement. Me and the Spy have absolutely no love for it. Congrats to all who are doing it. Keep going, because I won't.
What's up?
Anybody hear me?
Who is that? Is that Joey trying to say something?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of times it's like we see things like going up and stuff like that, but sometimes we forget about the resistance because we have the candles like so close to our eyes, and we don't remember like the resistance, the support, and stuff like that. So then we're thinking, okay, it's gonna keep going and going. The thing is, Don, I was thinking is like maybe we should do like a video, or you should do like a video of break and hold. That's the key for everything is break and hold. Get out of that channel, break and hold.
I think Coach just put one out today or yesterday.
We actually just looked at one on the aftermarket a couple days ago. Carter just put one out. It was called Break and Hold. I can actually look it up. We can play it again.
Oh, we can do like super break and hold? 0.2?
Super break, yeah.
I'm looking at the AMD chart right now. Like when I was looking at that earlier, I plotted a couple support and resistance lines that span over the last couple of months. And once it broke and it held, I put a put in because I knew that next line that I drew was the next level support. I knew it was going to get to it. Now it doesn't matter how long it takes to get to it, unless it breaks back through. Like that's when you get us your stop, obviously, right? But I knew it was going to make it to that line, and once it broke through, I just patiently waited, and it eventually went down and hit that next support line that I drew, and I just exited the position at that point. Like I don't wait for it to break through that and keep breaking levels because it just doesn't work that way. But
right.
I tell you what, it's a whole lot of talk until
you're in it.
Exactly.
I've got lines from the 4-hour chart at 172, 169, and 162, and it hit all of those in that area. But I also noticed it likes to go like every other dollar.
Right.
So it hit the 169, the 167, 165, 163, and then 161. Those were all the spots of resistance for it. It just fought its way through all of them.
It did.
All right, so here we got the break and hold. Shout out to Carter, who does all of our video editing. We love you, Carter. And let's check out break and hold.
Yeah.
What's one example, everybody, of a break and hold?
Long candle.
Yeah, okay.
Long candle or a small candle, and then another one with confirmation above of that one.
So a giant long candle, that's one. So if you have a candle that's through with a long, right, almost the full candle as it's all the way through, or you get a candle that breaks through, right?
And then the second candle doesn't go below your support level.
That's right. And the second candle I like to be higher than the previous body's candle, which will help me showing it's stacking, right? That's kind of a better way to look at it.
So you're not worried about the bottom of that second candle you drew, correct?
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? A lot of candles are going to do this. Let me show you.
And obviously we're talking about scalping, right?
Yep, I want you to look at this, though, everybody, right here. We're looking at this 2015 level. You see these candles? Is this a break and hold, what I just drew out?
No, sir.
Nope.
No bueno.
Nope, not at all. None of these have gone higher than that first candle that popped its head through, right? What about this? What if the candle formed here and it goes like this? And then there's your wick, and then another, and then the other one, right? Is in here. And then it's got a long wick and a long wick. Is this a breakthrough and hold?
Yes, sir.
Yep. But be careful because you got that long wick.
That's right. Yes, you got to really be careful. But what about this? What about this? Hold on.
I'd be cautious.
Yep, but it is most likely a yes. Why? This last candle here, you see the way it was above these?
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding. There's your winner chicken dinner. But do you see what I mean? How we just have to be patient. We want to see it. And if you looked at this, right, it's moving on its way up. It's broken past the first one that originally came through. This body has now driven beyond the other one. Does all that make sense? I know there's a lot in there, but does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yep, it makes a lot of sense, Coach. We were talking about this in the that.
So right,
if you're not careful, you can get hypnotized by the candle movement.
Yeah, right. So if you look at this, right, you see how all of these look. Ding, 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 ding. Look at these. See them?
Uh-oh,
Yep.
here comes
This
trouble.
boom, right
there you
there. That's
go.
confirmation. That's confirmation. Yep.
I
Damn
see
knee's
you.
gonna break.
You see, Mara, right there's
I
your
see you.
confirmation. Not here, not here, not here, not here. Yes. So bing, bing, bing. That's a go.
Mute your
I
mic
don't care
for
if it
me.
comes back and retouches. This is beautiful. This is a go.
Thank you.
So that first really long candle, that is not a break and hold, right?
That is correct. Yep. If it started though, like if it started right near it and it had like a full 1 minute candle, absolutely.
Roger that.
The reason that is, especially as a scalper, is it's kind of twofold. Number one, whenever you get a really long bullish candle, that's a really good bullish sign. People like that. Number two, if you were wrong in that idea, well, guess what? It's got to come all the way back down here for you to be wrong.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's almost like the protection is already there, because if it's way up here, well, it's got to come all the way down here to show you, no, that's wrong, which means you got a nice range, right? So right here, everybody's like, oh no, this is still bullish. It did what we wanted. It broke through. Still bullish. I put my stop down here. Why do I put my stop here? Because we already knew if this was resistance when it broke through, right here was resistance, right? Because this is where it should have pulled back. Now it is support. What once was resistance becomes support as soon as it breaks through. Make sense?
Christina's in the house.
It's a good
What up,
video.
girl?
Hey. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
Hey.
Squirrel, hey.
So did I hear right? Did you get a one-on-one with Coach?
I did.
Look at you.
You know, it's funny because I was just thinking about it. Like, I want to get one of them one-on-ones. I wonder if he's still doing those. You know, I wonder how much it costs. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to get one. And then I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, let me think about it. But then it's like, there's one left. You know, and I'm like, you know. So then I was like, screw it, and I just took it. Yeah, I need it. I need it. I've been wanting to for a long time, but he wasn't doing them. I've been wanting to. Yeah, I want to take it to the next level. It's time.
Way to go, girl.
Yeah.
Way to go. He'll get you straight. And you're already, you know, on a good road. So he will
I mean,
pick up those
I'm
loose
red
ends
today.
for
I
you.
lost today, but yeah, I you know, I've been doing good, and yeah, so I want to do better. I want to do real
Obviously,
good.
if you had the 4 G's to get a one-on-one, you've been definitely doing something right, and the 10 G's to move. So you're obviously doing something.
Yeah, you had a lot of good
Yeah.
days.
You've been killing
Congrats
it.
on the move,
I am.
by the way.
What?
Can you see me?
Congrats on the move.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm moved, but my house is. Oh, I feel so much better. My sister came down to help me, and we've gotten so much done. And it's like, you know, before I was looking at it, I was like, why did I get this house? I don't like it. I'm miserable. Like, I was just overwhelmed. There was just so much to do, and I was like, what the fuck? There's just too much shit everywhere, and it's a mess. But I've gotten a lot done, and I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, I'm happy. I like it. So, but I'm going to the old house now. I still got a ton of shit there to take care of, and I've got two moving guys to come help tomorrow, Friday, to move some more stuff and help me get the big stuff into the house. Like, I've gotten most of the big stuff. My sister couldn't believe it. She's like, holy shit, you got a lot out. But like
We
the
saw
big
those
couch,
muscles.
shit
We
like
saw the
that.
muscles.
Yeah.
You get from Home Depot?
I didn't realize that. My sister's like, you're strong. I said, no, I'm not. And she couldn't pick some up, and I'm like, give it to me. I don't know. I guess, you know, when you got to do it, so, you know, you do it. Yeah.
You get the guys from
done,
Home
Yeah.
Depot?
When I realized it today, because I went and picked up my I have a one of them. What do you call that drill? Where you pull it down. The something saw. What do you call that? you know, and you pull it down.
It's a table saw.
What?
The table saw?
I don't know. Yeah, not my table saw is the one that you just push the thing through. It's on the table. This
Oh,
one's
on
the
the
one you bring it
slide?
down.
Oh,
You know?
chop saw. Chop saw.
On the what?
Chop saw.
Muted. Chop saw.
Did we just lose her?
And she's gone.
Chris, man, your delivery, dude.
Hey, Don, can you see me now or no?
You look like a gray circle.
Jesus.
No, the drill press is a drill. She's talking about a saw.
Yeah.
I think I got a virus on my phone.
He's like, and she's gone. What's up?
There she go.
Can you hear us? Oh my God.
I'm here. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
We can see you and hear
Yeah,
you.
can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
We can.
This is the new phone. What the fuck? This is the new phone. I don't understand. You can't hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you can.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. It's okay. It's
I
all
don't know
okay.
what's matter.
It's okay.
She comes in hot. You need a channel.
Huh?
Is
No,
it loud?
it's perfect. It's wonderful.
I can't hear you
Everything's
guys.
great.
I can't. Okay, because I can't hear you guys. I gotta turn this up or something. I can't hear shit. I don't
Turn the
know.
radio down on that
I
thing.
don't know. I think it's all the way up. Maybe I'm just. Oh, that's better. Ooh, you came in hot. What was that?
Turn the radio down on that thing.
Turn it down? I don't have a radio on. What are you talking about? You're coming through the radio. If I turn it down, I can't hear you. God.
Wait, you're
Get off
broadcasting
my
on
ass.
Bluetooth? Okay.
On Bluetooth. Fuck you all. Dawn, today, was that you today that did 50 contracts today of IWM?
Yep.
What's that? That's not me making that noise. I don't know what that is.
It sounds like a bird.
Somebody's
It's
got
a
birds.
plane.
It's definitely not me. I don't like birds. Sorry. I'm not a bird person. Anyway,
It's not me.
Dawn.
Yeah, you don't
Dawn,
have feathers, so.
I'm not a bird person. Dawn, you did awesome today. You did great today, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah. It was cool.
Feels good, huh?
I didn't make Christina bucks yet, but the habits I'm trying to develop with the shedding and getting in and getting out and taking profit, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I do shed. I don't shed all the time. I've been more so lately just going in and pulling and out, and everything at the same time. Because if I shed, then and then it goes, I just rather go, take it out. I just take it all. And then if I want to go back in, I go back in,
Yeah.
I've been doing that lately. Sometimes I'll shed. If it's going up and I'm like, I'm not sure, I'll take some. But most if I shed, I'll do half and then I take the rest. That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, because I'm heavy. I'm going in heavy, so I just want it back. I want my money back.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
I don't want it to take it.
We've been talking about trading within the first 10 minutes of the trade. Do you go in heavy during that time?
I don't start that way. 7:30 starts and it comes on and I'm just looking at things. And then if I hear something is going, like really running, or if I see and I look at it.
I'm at the bell though, like at 9:30.
At the bell.
Go in
Right at the bell. Right at the bell. And I go in with maybe 5 contracts. And I'll see. I watch it for a minute because usually it's down. Even though I'm in the money, I buy one up or one down, whichever. And usually I've been buying one above, like one in the money I've been doing. And I'll watch it for a minute. And if it starts going negative, I'm pulling out. But if I see it raise up $10, whatever, then I'll go in for 15 more. So I've got 20 contracts. If it's going up more, then I'll go in for another 30. So now I've got 50. And then if it's still going, then I throw in another 50. And then I pull out right away.
Damn.
Wow.
That's what I've been doing. Yeah.
So you pull out.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I pull out.
And are there any
I don't want any later. I don't want any after effects. My pull-out game is strong. I don't want any after effects. I'm all set.
You played a Nick game.
I don't want any responsibilities.
Is there any particular stock that you're playing more of, or is it SPY?
SPY.
Okay.
SPY and the past few days Tesla. And Tesla killed me today though. But SPY usually a lot, and whatever's going, whatever, what's the flavor of the day. Today was IWM, and I did that one. Was that yesterday too? I think it was yesterday too. I don't know, but that one I made a lot of money on that one. Yeah.
Right.
And lately, if we're not sure, like I've been playing right. I'm not diddling in the middle, but I'm playing right at that VWAP, right at the, I'm doing sometimes I'll do a straddle, and then I'll throw it out and take it, and I go, yeah.
Nice.
Like you'll play like the bounce off of VWAP.
No, I'm not. Sometimes, but mostly I'm already there, and then I get out and get in. The other way. Call put. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot.
So, okay, so the stock's right on VWAP, and you do a straddle right then and there. So no matter what, so if it goes one way, then you're
if it's like not sure, I do a straddle, and then if I see it's just staying right there, and I'm losing on both sides, then I either get out of both or I wait it out, and then I
get rid of the one
it
that's
sucks
losing.
waiting it out, but
you flip the
script. It does.
Yep. It does suck. Yeah, and going in heavy, that pullback, woo. But I just power through it. I just sit there and go, come on. I get mad at it.
Going down. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I talk to it. I talk to it a lot. Yeah, my sister was like, she saw me this morning. She's like, what the hell are you doing? And this morning, right at the bell this morning, I went in, and she's listening to me, and I'm talking to it, and then I went boom, and I'm out. I made $1,700. She's like, oh, and then I made the mistake of playing more. I kept playing today, and and then Tesla ripped my face off. But I had made, first 5 minutes, I had made $1,700. That's how it's been lately.
First 5 minutes, Kelly. Look at that.
That's awesome.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you wait.
Yeah.
You also wait maybe 5 minutes until it actually shows you the direction, right?
No.
Well, you just
I wait till because right away, like Coach this morning said, Tesla it's running or whatever, and I go in right then, and then I get right out because I know it's right at the bell. It's gonna turn, it's gonna fool you almost immediately. Yeah. But I'm gonna take that second that it's playing. I'm gonna play right back. I'm gonna take it right then. So I do. I go in and out.
Nice.
Yeah. Coach says first 3 minutes.
It's very volatile.
I usually wait till like the 6th to 7th minute. I don't ask why. There's no formula. But
I used to try to do that. I don't. I tried to wait a minute. I couldn't even. I started looking back at my trades, and I looked, and I'm like, I'm in the first 3 minutes. I'm in like the first 30 seconds. Sometimes 7:31. I've got it's 7 my time. That's what time my trade went in. I'm in right away, pretty much. If something's going, if something's good, right then.
You're feeling good. You're like, oh my god, this shit's going up. I gotta get in it.
I get in and then boom, I get out because I know it's going to turn. It's too volatile that time of day for it to not do that. For it to not try and screw me over, I know it's going to happen. So I'm going to screw it before it screws me. So I get in and get out.
Yeah.
Like,
do that big green candle, and then it'll do a big red one literally right behind it. So
yep.
I wait about 10 or 15 minutes. I will forego that initial pop, which one day I'll be good enough to get that pop, but right now I'm like, I'm not chancing.
Hey, Christina, we got 2 questions. One says,
okay.
Do you
market? I got to dip out. My battery's about to die, y'all.
Okay, James. Thanks for hanging out, honey.
Bye.
See you in the morning.
Hey, brother.
Good night, James.
So, Christina, do you limit or market in?
I limit everything. I don't market. And I get bad. I've marketed and such bad fills. Even sometimes because I'm doing Robinhood and I'm trying to switch everything to Webull, but I still can't get used to it. Even sometimes with a limit buy or sell with Robinhood, sometimes they're still screwing me, changing my price. But I limit everything because market,
Yeah.
You get a bad fill and then you're never up. It'll pull back before you even get a chance, especially at that time of day. Yeah.
So when you sell, a couple of those where he's up like $7,000. And he market sells to get out, and he's up like $600 by the time it all sells.
Exactly. Yeah. So when I sell, I market. I'm sorry, limit. All limit.
Limit.
Mhm. Yeah. When I put a stop in, I do a stop limit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
next
I'm always
question
doing.
was,
You don't just do a stop and you drag it up or anything like that. You go into the options
I
chart
can't
and
do
you just
that with
drag it
I
up.
can't do
drag
that
it
with
up.
Robinhood. I can't do that, and I'm trying to learn Webull, and just haven't had the time. Been too busy, so
I
I
like it.
really that's going to be my next thing. Is once I learn Webull and get a computer, because now my computer smashed. But once I get those turbo keys,
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. That's gonna be
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
I don't
Kelly,
even know how to
Kelly,
use that.
what's the next question, Kelly?
it was do you use shares or options?
Both. I do shares because I do pre-market, so I'm doing shares, and then I do options right away, right out the gate. But if it's a stock that's real cheap, I'll do shares. If it's real cheap, under $5 or whatever, I'm doing shares. Even under 10 sometimes, I'm doing shares. Yeah, because
How
it's
many
safer.
how many candles do you wait to get out? Are you waiting for like a turbulence and then you're like, oh, it's slowing down, then you get out, or is it like
Or do you do a Nate
tell
Wick
us.
thing or what?
Yeah, more like a Nate Wick thing because I'm not even really watching the candles. I'm watching the L2. I'm watching numbers. I'm a numbers person. Candles. I watch them to see if they're green, red, if they're going up and down, if that wick. I watch that sometimes, but mainly I'm watching the colors because if it's a red candle, I'm out. If I'm in green, you know what I mean? I get out. If it pulls back too much, I wait for it to pull back a little, and then I'll watch it and wait. But if it starts going too much, I'm out. I don't wait anymore. Yeah.
Get in and get out.
That's right. Get in and get out. Run like you stole it. Yep.
What's going on?
You hear the
I
music.
thought that was Bruno.
Yeah.
What?
Bruno.
What is he doing?
Bruno's got the.
He's trying to mute me?
There you go. We hear you now.
No. Bruno's got the morning wake up song as his background.
Oh, good morning.
No. The one we
No,
like.
not that one, please. No.
Oh. The one we like. Oh, okay.
Bruno's
Yeah,
like
What's
that.
up, brother?
I'm not sure.
Where's your camera at?
Dude, my phone is like all like I don't know. I think I got a virus on my phone or some shit like that because I
Likely
click on
story.
it.
Likely
I click on it.
story.
Maybe my phone already knows I'm gonna be a millionaire. I have no idea.
He's probably naked and just doesn't want to get on the camera.
No, dude. If I was thinking, I'd still be on camera.
I'm just saying, well, thank you for not.
I drilled him when he first came in, Bruno, and he had all the acceptable answers. So I'm like, all right, we'll let it fly this once.
Yeah, it's not working. I don't know. It's not working.
No, the browser on an iPhone yesterday was tripping out. It was like flickering.
Yeah.
That's
The
what he
microphone,
said, it's flickering,
and like the camera
microphone and
at the
camera.
top right hand side. Yeah, it was like going back and forth. I was like, holy shit!
I was
like,
on
what's going
iPhone
on?
browser yesterday, just fine.
She's saying she don't buy it.
I was on the iPhone browser yesterday. I don't buy it.
Right.
You must have updated. You must have updated.
Google Chrome doesn't work, and then you use Safari, and Safari it was tripping out. It was like it was just kept flickering back and forth. It says your front camera is not working or it failed to detect or something like that.
Yeah. But this is actually it's the YouTube. It's not like the
The
Safari
restream.
or anything like that. It's directly through YouTube.
Well, no, you got to click the restream link, and then it takes you to the Safari, and then that's where you see the flicker.
Okay.
I
All right.
know.
Yeah.
So what's up, people?
¿Qué pasó, chico? Órale.
Long time no talk.
Bruno,
who's this dude?
I'm highly upset. I pull out of the trip and then you pull in. I'm like, damn. I would have
What do you
loved to have met you.
What do you mean? You're meeting me right now. You're talking to me right now. You've been talking to me this whole time. Yo, Kelly's got this. Kelly's got this tracker camera.
Yeah.
That follows him wherever he goes. That's
Yeah, it's pretty
cool.
sick, right?
Yo, Don, you live right down the street from him. What are you talking about?
From who?
From Bruno. You like down the street. You in Jersey, right?
No, she's not in Jersey.
I thought she said she's in Jersey.
We're
She
from
wish-
Jersey.
She wishes she was in Jersey.
From Jersey.
I do.
Where you
I
at?
do. I haven't been home in a long ass time, like long.
Where you at?
We're gonna do a Jersey. We're gonna do a Jersey get together.
Yeah, I'll
Let's
drive
do
100.
that.
I'll drive 100.
Because I can get a family visit in at the same time. That's perfect.
Arlo said she was hosting everybody at her house.
Everybody
Dude,
brings a
that would be
laptop.
awesome.
Everybody brings a laptop. We'll all trade at the same time. We're like, yo, we're buying Spy right now. Everybody ready? Boom.
Where at?
Somebody said I was super slow. Am I super slow up here or super low on here?
I think you were low.
No, you're good, dude. You're good.
Am I good now? Testing.
No, you're good.
See, then we got to do an Ocean City meetup somewhere in the neighborhood of like September, Octoberish, when it's still kind of warm, and that way you can get good rates on the hotels.
I like that one. Actually, I'm down for that one.
Crab cakes.
Yeah, well,
I can't eat them, but yeah. I can, we know the best spots. We deliver for a lot of restaurants, so
nice.
We got you.
Crap.
Yeah, I'm used to driving like 300 miles a day, so I'm good. I'll drive 138. No big deal.
Well, we got a couple.
And then drive back.
We got a couple of people from New Jersey.
Yep. Arlo still lives there, right?
We're doing the ADT tour. The first stop was Miami. Now it's Myrtle Beach. I'm doing the ADT tour.
When's the next? When's
you're
the
showing up at all the meetups.
I'm gonna try at least if I can afford it.
If
I go by myself, I can afford it. Go ahead, Kelly. What were you saying?
No, when's the Vegas?
Back.
Hey, Christina, hit the mute button, baby girl.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
What is she moving?
Background noise, yeah.
Kelly, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
When's the Las Vegas tour?
She doing over again?
I don't know about Vegas. That might be. I heard they're closing down the MGM or something like that.
No, they ain't closing down no MGM. No.
Which one are they closing down? The Mirage?
The Mirage.
Yeah,
well, they're selling it to open the new concept. It's like the Hard Rock. It's a big cut guitar that they plan on building in this place.
So they're gonna knock it down, or they're just gonna add to it?
Oh, they're gonna knock it down.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, just like they're doing with where they're building a new ballpark at new baseball stadium.
Nice.
Across from Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, nice. Christina, you look like you just picked up a dumpster. What's up? I see all the stuff in the back seat. What did you go dumpster?
She's doing some Uber right now.
Yo, this is the best when she's muted and she doesn't even realize it. This is great.
She's like yelling at us right now. She's yelling at us. She's like, "You motherfuckers!"
I have boxes because I'm still moving. I'm still getting stuff.
I thought you hired movers.
Boxes.
I thought you hired movers.
I did twice. But I got more stuff these are all empty boxes from stuff I unpacked. Hold on. Whoa, sorry. All from stuff I unpacked, and I'm bringing over for the last of the stuff that I have there that I haven't packed yet. Yeah.
Nice. Kelly, what's your?
No dumpsters.
I was gonna ask you, what's your Discord name, so that way I can put the face to the name.
Oh, Discord is so I got a lot going on. Dr. Manhattan is Discord. When I log into our Zoom every morning, I found it. Good. What do you got, Jeannie? Yeah. Jeannie has your profile
before you finish the sentence.
No, Bruno knows his shit, dude. Don't you can't mess with him. He knows all his shit.
What is your Zoom name, Kelly?
What's my who?
What's your Zoom name?
Zoom should be A Kelly.
Oh, okay, A Kelly. Okay.
It should be.
Bruno's the freaking Matrix.
I can verify.
Yeah, he's Neo.
You've been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Did I just derail you? Were you gonna get off?
Who, me? No.
You talking me?
Really?
No.
2020? Maybe that's why I'm like, I'm like all of
2 hours and 20 minutes. She's like, all right, everybody.
No, it's pretty amazing how much how much things he knows. He knows his shit.
Yeah, before you even think about something. I thought you were going to get on here and yell at me about doing 50 contracts. That's what I thought, because you came on. You were like,
yeah. Speaking of that,
it's a little high for you. But
speaking of that,
good.
Yeah,
you handled it.
Congratulations, Dawn. Congratulations.
Can I guess how much you paid for those contracts?
How much do you think I paid for them?
If I guess right, does that mean
you got to cash app him?
No, yeah. I was gonna say you never trading 50 again. If I get it right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be ballpark. So if it's within $100 to $200, that's ballpark.
No. You got to get a dead on.
Guess the price per contract.
Price per contract?
Yeah, that'll narrow it down more.
Yeah, but I could still. It's still going to be.
If he's within a nickel.
You talking about IWM?
Yeah, I would say about total. I would say it was about a $600 trade, roughly 12 cents, roughly 12 to 15 cents.
$350.
How'd you get those contracts?
How much?
$350.
Ah,
fuck. How did you get those contracts?
You
went out. You went out of the money.
You was out the money.
Let me. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
she definitely went out of the money.
You said yesterday, I'll never do that ever again.
Yet within reason. IWM is different. IWM, you can go like 4 levels out and still be good. That's the cool thing about IWM. You can pay 17 cents a contract and still get some good traction if it's moving.
Now let me ask you this. Now let me ask you this, because there's been a lot going into IWM. Is it because maybe the acceleration, the gamma, and it doesn't always do that, but normally if it didn't have so much volume going in, because you got to always pay attention to that too, because it might be good one day and then you try to do it again the next day.
Well, here's the thing. I waited. I did wait, and the entry that I had, I waited for the pullback because I didn't want to get caught up in it going up and then pulling right back. So I waited for the pullback, and then when I realized that it was stair stepping, I went on ahead and got in. I think we figured out it was 937.
But when you go way out of the money, you got to be careful. Once it starts to level off, when you go out of the money.
So check this out. The very first red candle, I shed 25 of them. The very first red candle, I shed 25 of them, and that yielded me $175. So I had half of what I put in the trade already. That immediately took some of the stress off. So I knew there was no way I was losing all my money at that point. When it continued to go up, I shed another 10. So at that point, the second one I pulled in was $92. So I'm like, okay, I've got pretty much everything that I invested in it now. So now this is a free trade, and I still had 15 contracts left. So, but at that point, it got to the top. When it got to the top and I saw that it was pulling back, I pulled out everything but 5. I pulled another 10 out. So at that point, I was at 445, and I paid $350 for everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm golden, dude. I got 5 contracts still in this thing. I'm $95 up.
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach says about shedding.
Yep.
And that's a swing. That's a swing trade too.
And I'm like, no matter what happens with these last 5, I'm up $95. I can't lose here. So yeah.
I do that sometimes too. That's like a swing trade, though.
Yeah.
It is kind of like a swing trade because you're buying out of the money, and then it has positive vibe and positive momentum up. Am I wrong?
How the hell is that a swing trade?
No.
It's kind of like a swing trade because you got 3 days left.
No, but a swing trade is something I think
you're holding on to.
Yeah, I think you're mixing out the terminology.
Yeah, that's an intraday.
You're thinking you're swinging from a vine, and you're swinging from a vine, and you're getting rid of your contract.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I think it's swing
50 contracts, right?
Huh?
You said you got 50 contracts.
Yes.
50.
Yeah.
And you paid $350.
Yes.
Okay. Math.
She bought them at low premium, and then obviously, if you buy low premium and if it's moving up, they're going to move up as well.
You bought contracts at 7 cents,
but not much.
Oh right, I did go 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somewhat of a swing trade.
You waited just for it to show up to where it was allowed.
That's right. Because it was at 6 cents. I watched it from 5, and then I watched it go to 6, and I'm like, okay, if this thing goes to 7,
5.
Yeah. So I don't. When I saw it at 5, I said I'm not touching that because if it goes down, I won't be able to get out of it. So it went to 6. And then I was like, okay, cool. If this thing goes to 7, I had it budgeted in my head for 350. If this thing goes to 7, that means it's in a steady climb. It's still in a steady climb. I'm watching the candles. I'm looking at it, and I saw it go to 7, so I went on ahead and hammered it. You're absolutely right. That's right.
Yeah. So the difference between I had to just get the time frames correct so I don't spew out the wrong stuff. But it's similar. Yes, you're capitalizing on the momentum, but it's a much higher time frame. So it's not a. Yeah, so I just looked it up. I just want to make sure. So you're using, well, she's not using, but typically you're using the 1 hour, the 24 hour, the 48 hours. You're looking for a longer range. You're not just doing it in a shorter range. So that's what a swing trade is. But
yeah, I've done that. I've done that like what GME and stuff like that. You know, I'll see like posts and stuff like that. They're like, oh yeah, it's gonna blow up, this and that. So I'll go way out of the money. I'll buy it for like 12 cents and it goes up to like 15 cents. Yeah, I make like $2. But if you buy like 10 contracts at $2, you know, 2 times 10.
How long are you holding on to it?
Well, it depends. If it's green, then you know, like maybe 2 days.
Yeah, that's technically like a swing trade. You're capitalizing on that high or the high demand.
Yeah, because you're not as close enough to the end of the week for it to actually get up to that point, but it's close enough for it to actually move up. So it's looking at, oh yeah, it's moving up. So then there's a possibility of it's going up, and then you make like 2 times 10, $20.
Yeah, yes.
It's cheap, but I mean, you do it. It's something. I've done that a bunch of times.
Yeah, 175 was the first pullback. I took out 25, and then the second one I took out what was that, 10 at 90, and then 60, and then the last 5 I ended up getting 120.
You were green. That's all that matters.
That's it.
Now do it again, but be safe and smart with it, and just wait for Mark's excited voice, because that's what I did.
Right.
I took IWM for a ride, and I heard Mark, because I heard him yesterday talking about it, and he just kept calling it out and calling it out and calling it out, and then he did it again today. I was like, I see you.
Dude, I've been doing it because of
IWM.
Nate, I don't know if you heard me say earlier, about a month ago, I turned Nate onto it. Nate wasn't messing around with it because, coach don't like that style. I'm like, I know, But he said, Dawn, guess what I did today? I played that stock you all talk about, IWM. And this was when he first started going heavy in contracts. He said, Dawn, I did 25 contracts at about 14 cents each. So I did the math. I'm like, that's like 200 and some bucks. He made $2,500. And I'm like, holy shit, Nate. And I'm like, you pulled that out of IWM. So I've been ever since.
Yeah, but today was today he put up a lot too.
175 contracts. That's crazy.
That was roughly about 30 grand.
No, that was 125 grand. Oh, well, I'm thinking about Tesla. No, I'm on another trade.
Hey, he said 31.
It was about 30 grand. I would say like 30 something, 30,000.
Dude, he had 500 shares of Tesla. That's 125K.
Yeah.
Nate is on another
Drop in the
level.
bucket.
Yeah.
Drop in the
Yeah.
Yep. You can. I mean, it's great when you unlock that level. It's great when you got that kind of.
Awesome.
But I typically am not going to be trading with 50 contracts. That's not going to be a regular thing. I just saw an opportunity today. That's all.
Well, he's made so much money that pretty much it's pretty much like he's paper trading now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
because
honestly,
he's made like $8 million already.
Right. But honestly, Bruno, I prefer trading at the money, either one in or one out. I don't like to really do that. I only did that because I wanted to kind of get some money fast off of IWM because I didn't plan on sitting in it long.
If you can get out of it in 30 seconds, you can definitely, not 30 seconds, but under a minute.
Yeah.
You can capitalize on those movements, but God help you if you catch it on when it stops dead in its tracks. That's why whenever I hear a call out, and just so we're clear for everybody that's watching at home, we're not a call out group, but yeah, we we do call out stocks, but that's not what we heavily rely on. Yeah, we also look for trends and all that. You know the story. You know how it works. But we're looking for, if it makes sense, it makes sense. We're looking for, stuff. We're not just, oh, there's a call out. Let me just jump into it because I have no idea why I'm jumping in. But anyway, yeah. So
I did that a couple times.
I think everybody went into the market looking at IWM today.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I've been like successful lately. What I'll do is I'll wait like Nate says, wait like 10 minutes or something like that. Make sure that it has a clear adjustment of like where it's actually going. Then when it goes into that spot, I'll buy like maybe one. And then it starts, if the candle looks like it's pumping and stuff like that, then I'll throw in like maybe 7 or 10 or something like that. And then what I'll do is I'll go to my right side and I'll put a stop in. And then I'll switch off to the chart and then I'll just keep dragging it up, keep dragging it up, keep dragging it up, keep dragging it up. It stopped me out, but I'll be like one candle away from it going up. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm telling you, it's like that's what I have seen like good success from me. Is that's what I'll do, and it works. You put that stop in, you keep dragging that sucker up, keep dragging it up. If that thing wants to run forever, shit, I'll keep running with it all the time. But I'm not gonna get it at 100%. I might get it at 95%. But that's it. I'm just saying, just trying to, spit it out.
F2 is sitting there pretty quiet. Did he talk about his day?
You did.
Yeah, I have. I'm just a quiet person in general.
Remember, I might be reading the profits and loss, but I'm paying attention to those names. So as long as we talked about what possibly went wrong, I'm sure you covered it. I don't want to have to rehash it, but
oh yeah, I got in too big, too quick, too early, and I recovered by going with the market instead of trying to do my own thing.
Opium.
Got it. Just know we care, we see, we know.
Yeah.
Just
I was so proud of him when he said that, because I'm like, a lot of people said you got a good habit going early. You didn't have hopium and keep sitting in it hoping that it would turn around. Not only did you get out of it, but you ended up getting back into it, getting your money back by going the direction that the market was going. A lot of people that are new don't have the wherewithal to do that.
Down Hope Hill. I did. I know what it's like, man. Down Hope Hill.
I invented the term hopium. I'll tell you, I made a mistake the other day, and I got out, and obviously I got my money back, but eventually the next day. But riding this wave of it's going up. There's so much momentum. It's like, and then all of a sudden this happens, and this is not obviously the norm. But I guarantee you, because they're shifting money all over the place, so they're moving money out of tech and they're putting it into small, which I talked about on the call. But you can have two red days like this in a row, and you're sitting there like, damn, like now AMD's sitting at 161 right now in the aftermarket, and it was just that 180, 170, 180 range, and you come back the next day with the idea that it's going to go back up, and you get in the wrong direction. You're like, oh shit, and then. But I cut my loss. I cut my loss real fast, and I said to myself, and this was the day before, and next, AMD just kept falling. And if I would have stayed in it, I would have been absolutely annihilated. So I walked away with a good chunk of my money that I put in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You would have been sitting in the struggle bus with me.
Yes.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing too. Is like we're looking at like a bullish stock. We're looking at, it's bullish, and then all of a sudden it's like shit, it's bearish, and you're so like you're like programmed that it's going to be bullish, but then all of a sudden it just turns into a bearish cycle, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can accept that, and then you don't even want to play the puts. You're like, shit, I'll just stay out.
Well, you're nervous. I mean, at least the first day that you had a massive pullback. You know, who would have thought that would have been a drop all day long? You know, you typically see a drop and then it kind of stabilizes and then it comes back to the previous level and then it does it again. Or sometimes you have really good up days. But nobody expected 2 days back to back of down days. So
3 days.
That's why I tell
remember
people
you saying a lot how it likes to come down and find a level and then kind of work its way back up.
Work its way back up. But then
So I
not
started to
today.
do that. Like,
Not today.
No, everything is down today.
Yeah, it wasn't just an AMD thing. It was across the board. Microchips got slammed hard.
And I was wondering if it's a correction. What they're trying to do, like a correction in the market.
Who knows?
That's what somebody was talking about. That's what got Nate. Because somebody started that conversation. It was like, well, the market has to correct first, and Nate was just like, just trade what you see.
Right.
Yeah. Nate don't care about no lines or nothing. He's like, yo, that shit's running up. I'm jumping on that bitch.
I tell people every day, trade the trade and see, wait for confirmation, then jump in, or if you need to. If you don't like it, don't do it. Don't get in. And don't guess bottoms and don't guess tops. It's
right.
I mean, I want to say it's that simple, but I know sometimes it's difficult when it's.
Well, you can't. Just
stay
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta stay out of it.
Yes,
If you're confused, you stay out of it.
Don's getting itchy.
I forgot to order cat food. I'm like, shit, I didn't know it was that. Oh, I know.
Cat
Yeah, we
get
do.
angry at you?
Yeah, they do.
Well, Amber Heard or something?
They get to no, they don't do that. That whining shit.
Oh.
But,
just give him some catnip. You'll be good.
Give him some grapes.
Listen, they get Temptations treats with catnip in it.
Oh boy.
Yo, how do they act? How do they act?
Well, around catnip, it's look, with the Temptations, they act like they're addicted, like it's crack. Like really.
It is.
I mean, I know.
How do you know? How do you know it's like crack?
Oh, the Temptations has catnip in it?
He's a cat.
No, Mustang.
No, man.
It
Mustang's
is.
a cat.
I've watched a lot of cat videos. They either go insane or they hoard it and keep you away from it, and they just kind of like slide into the pile of catnip.
Yes.
And keep the whole pile all to themselves, and if you get near them, they want to kill you.
No shit.
Crack.
Wow.
Catnip is amazing. If they get restless, they have catnip sticks. It's not go fetch though. Like when you toss it, it's gone. Just know that you can't touch it again.
Uh-huh.
Is that government related? Regulated?
Catnip, I don't. It's a good one. I like.
Yeah,
that.
I've done both. Like these cats go nuts for these treats. Like every other hour, they're wanting treats, and then just straight catnip. I mean, I've seen them flip upside down and just kind of roll around in it.
Wow.
I mean, it's just crazy. I haven't had catnip for them in years, but
Yeah, that's why they got 9
like,
lives.
what's it doing?
That's why they have 9 lives.
But in any event, I'm probably gonna go ahead and shut it down so I don't miss this order and get this.
Shut it down.
Yeah. Shut it
You're
down.
gonna close it, man. You're gonna close the TV.
I'm gonna close it, man. I'm gonna close it. Hey, look, Freddie said he's gonna teach me how to talk Spanish.
He's gonna teach you how to talk Spanish and make a Cuban sandwich.
He's gonna teach me how to talk Spanish. I think Freddie would be a good teacher. I wanna get it authentic. You know what I mean? And Freddie will give you the phrases, right?
Yeah, he's a funny dude, man.
Yeah, just
I love
don't
Freddie.
don't hang out with Papa
Yeah.
Chulo.
Just don't let him call out stock tickers.
He tries.
Yo, they made some money today, huh?
They did.
Yeah, right? Then we heard that? Papa
Calling
Chulo
them
and Freddie?
they now.
Oh,
They're
Papa
like a
Chulo and
team.
Freddie.
They're like a team now.
Yo, that's hot. That's nice.
That
That's
is
good.
awesome. They'll
Yeah,
help
like,
each
yo,
other.
we're jumping on Spy Down. Ready? You ready? You ready? Boom.
So wait a minute,
You know?
Bruno. Is Ange your moderator officially, or what?
Not officially yet, I'm sure, but yeah, she's in the pipeline.
Cool.
She's in the
That is-
pipeline. She only becomes official when that paperwork gets signed.
Right.
Got to
Man,
sign
I'm
on the
excited
dot,
about that.
sign on the dotted line.
She's a good accountability partner. She checks in with me every day. We have conversations every day. She's awesome. She is
That's
really
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Every morning they'll be, all right, let's be green today. And I'm like, you know it, we'll be laughing at stuff and just texting back and forth. Are you in anything right now? Or she's just really,
She tell you how long she stays in the trade?
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, no, she'll write. Look, she's started using the indicators. I sent her about 20 screenshots one morning, like, see, look what it's showing me. Look at this. And she's like, no shit. Like, basically, she was tripping out. She said, I had this tool the whole time and I haven't been using it. And I said, shit, I had it a whole year and didn't use it. So yeah, join the club. But yeah, now I can't trade without them now. And she loves them. So you think she's making money before.
Yeah.
She's loving those indicators. So
that's nice.
I think like day 2, Bruno came in and he started talking about the level 2. And I mean, I know about level 2, but I didn't know about level 2 the way that he explained it.
The way you did it in your video, Bruno. Oh my God,
the way he did that one, I was just like, now I understand. And now, literally, I'm in a trade. I'm looking at those things and I'm pivoting it in my mind at this point because I know when I'm gonna dump everything right to take my profit. But I really look at that now.
Yeah, we're gonna break it down even further. I think I don't want to go too deep into it, but I'm gonna find something that's gonna be really good to break it down even further. So
yeah, how much is a level 2?
$2.99. I gotta take this call. $2.99 a month plus tax.
Yeah.
So
all right.
I gotta make this call. I'll see y'all later.
All right, later, brother.
Thanks for stopping through. Everybody have a fantastic night. I'm gonna end the show like I usually do with Coach's Rules. So everybody have a good night. I will see all of you in the pre-market mañana.
Thank you.
You're
Don,
welcome.
what are you doing Friday? What are you doing Friday? You gonna do anything special?
I think we're just gonna try to do a beach day. You know what I mean? So
I hear the beach every time you open up this place.
Oh man, yeah. I think we're just gonna chill on the beach and keep it light.
You gonna go live or no?
Yeah. Doing that one, you mean? Yeah. You know I'm a workaholic. I mean, I live at the beach, so you know what I mean? It'll be there when I get done. Yeah.
It's your day though, so take it when you can.
That's it. I don't take days off though.
I feel you. All right,
man.
Later. Good night.
Later.
Sweet
guys,
dreams.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Yeah. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while, you get the home runs. But that comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. All right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you a stock market trader and not just another call-out chaser.